Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Sunday. So glad you're with us. Almost New Year's. We've got an amazing show for you. We are in, though, our final days of our Buy to 25 vault clearance. It is 3 hours today. Remember, we're not here on Mondays or Tuesdays, so we see you on Wednesday night for our big New Year's Eve pre-party. We're so excited about it. We've got a great finale to our vault clearance, but this really is the prelude to the finale, so the penultimate, if you will. So we're excited about this one. It is 3 hours live from Los Angeles. I'm taking your request. That is really what today is about. Yes, I've got some great jewelry to show you, and yes, we've got some brand new, but really going to be about what you'd like to see because it is final call and 10% off, and that's a big savings. I know we get kind of used to it when the sale event goes on, but it is a big savings that you're going to miss when it's gone. And so listen, it is time to pick up those really important pieces, the museum pieces you've been thinking of, anything you want to check on availability. I just got a request for something that's probably from 6 or 7 years ago, and we may have it. So it is one of those days where I really want you to interact with us. That's the phone number. We have been welcoming in a ton of new shoppers, brand new registers to our show through this event, and why not? Because it's a very special one, and it's a great time to start your TVON shopping, or maybe even start a fine jewelry collection, or add to it, because it's not getting any easier to get fine jewelry. It is really hard to find. So we are bringing the big values. We've got some rubies today. I am going to bring out 2-carat stones that are 2-carat plusers that we have not seen. There was a 2-carat ruby opportunity earlier in this event. They sold out. So we're going to bring you another trio of some really good rubies. If you like a very large ruby, I've got a couple moonstones that are brand new today. There's a ruby necklace. It's very important. We also have a really special, I mentioned this yesterday, didn't get a chance to show it to you, but I'm really proud of what was accomplished yesterday after the show as far as pricing, because I saw this yesterday and I got really excited about it because last time we had a design like this, it sold out immediately. And it is that brand new line we're seeing. Look at that. Look at that ring. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? It's a gent style, but it can be for the ladies as well. It's just big enough to be for the gentlemen because you see the size of that ring. It is those multicolored fancy diamonds that are all natural in color with a variety. They're within one great ring. So you get a chance to pick up a full collection of really intense, really important diamonds. Now, this is going to be coming up in about an hour. We're going to do this at the 11 o'clock hour. That's the top of the hour, 11 o'clock Pacific time. That's where we are. So 2 o'clock for my East Coasters. And that's going to be coming up for you, and really looking forward to that. That's going to be really the second only we've had, and probably our last of these worthy for gentlemen styles. So very important there. So get ready for that coming up next hour. Also have a great looking morganite. And we've got some great diasporas as well. Pendants, rings. I got a 16-carat that I'm pretty excited about. And paraibas are here. So please do let us know. We have access to the entire vault. 3 hours today, 3 hours Wednesday night. That's it. So the year will be over as far as we're all shopping for this vault clearance, and we're loving it. So make sure you get those requests in. I really implore you to do so because it's a great day to do it, and Sunday being a busy day. So let's take a look at our first item here. It's a special one. It's Russian demantoids. It's a great looking earring, and they will stay in the rose gold. So we're going to talk about item number 112-3958, and it is a fabulous look. We've got the demantoids here that are going to be Russian in origin, which makes them the most exotic, the most special, and all demantoids are, but this is the most of all. Now, do we have the yellow DBTY? Is that sold out? Okay, so Risa, I'm going to go ahead and address your request since you should have got a question right before the show started. Don't have the yellow DBTY, but I do have the dog tag. It's here. This is my design from way back when. So we'll bring you a customizable initial style pendant. It's the dog tag. So we'll show that to you, okay? So that'll be coming up whenever you're ready. But here we go with our Russian demantoid earrings, item number 112-3953. And they're going to be in rose gold. They stay in the rose gold. It's 18 points in your Russian demantoids. That means a 9-pointer each, which is actually a pretty important style to get in a demantoid because they don't usually come in big sizes. And believe it or not, 9 points is a pretty substantial size for this amazing stone. Now, it's also 33 points in the diamonds as well. So you get a fabulous look there and giving it the classic halo. So something to enjoy, something to really enjoy and love on. And of course, know that you're getting that bright pop of neon greens. Unlike any other gem, even green diamonds don't do that. They're usually a little more subdued. This is our really bright, as gorgeous as it gets, I think. These are really just outstanding. And they work with the rose gold. They do. And it's not like you're seeing a ton of rose gold. I would really put that aside. I'm not typically a rose gold lover. I got to tell you, it doesn't matter here. Does not matter. You're not going to see the rose gold at all. It's just a fun little combination to really amp up the rarity even more so. So let me show you. It's a stud, so it's meant to be closer to the ear. I'll show you the measurement from a distance away here. So you get familiar, and then I'll try one on. But there it is. There you can see that's going to be about little over a quarter, about 3/8 of an inch there from top to bottom. So a really beautiful look. You can see just twinkling and dazzling. This is one of those few stones on the planet that actually gives you a higher dispersion level than that of diamonds. So it is with the diamonds there paired up, really quite the sparkle story here. Here's what they look like from a distance on, so you can see that. And then we'll give you a great big value. So there they go. And they're going to be on their way. There's only one pair. Let's take another look at them close up. Give you a great big value. We'll send them out of here, and they are not going to be, oh, I don't think $9.99 is going to do it. We've got 10% off for 6 more hours. 3 today, 3 Wednesday night. That's it for our big vault clearance. So I am so thrilled you're with us. Let's save you some money here because we're going to miss it. I know it's been going on for a few months. It feels like a long time. It's been a while. This is your last call. So again, 3 hours today. And listen, I know it's busy on Wednesday. By the time we get to Wednesday, it's New Year's Eve. So there may be some people that aren't home watching shopping. So if you're planning to be out Wednesday night, this would be your last chance to get in on this vault clearance. So make sure you keep that top of mind, okay? Because I know it's easy to go, well, we're not around on Monday and Tuesday. So we don't have shows on those nights. So this is important to take advantage of while we can, okay? And let's make these $4.99 instead. Then you get $50 off, and so they'll be $4.49 at checkout. Reese, so we'll go ahead and show you the dog tag next if you're ready. So we've got that. Sounds like she's ready to go. And I actually have examples in all 3 gold colors, and we'll give you that. You know, it's interesting. This was made a long time ago, and it should be going way up in price. But actually, it's not going up that much in price. So kind of a nice little surprise for us here in a fabulous gold piece. So we'll see that on the way. We'll see who's checking in. Kirsten's with us. Hi, Kirsten. Hi there. Nice to have you here with us, and thank you for being here. We're going to show you a couple of things, guys. So let me know if you have any requests, getting those in early. And again, you don't need to wait till the very end of the show. Things get a little crazy by the very last couple of minutes. So let me know if you'd like those. $4.49 only. We've got the coolest dog tag necklace. This is really, again, a little nod to the military, but we see that really special fine jewelry. Designers of the world do it as well. And of course, we created our own version. And actually, this was something I made selfishly, had our factory make because of the fact that I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for years ago in this style. So let me show it to you. It's a customizable piece. So it feels a little bit like, some people would say, oh, show me the signet pendant. This is usually what they're talking about. It's a big platform of gold. It's item number 111468, and it has 27 points and dimes that are going to go around it. There were a lot of costume jewelry versions certainly out there. But this is what we did. We did this great embossing with this satin finishing where the embossed letter is. It's going to be done in an Old English font for you as well. It's going to be customizable. You can either do it plain. It can be plain gold. That's actually cool too because we see a lot of the dog tags done that way. Or you can opt for an initial, and there's no extra charge for that customization. I got to tell you, I did a lot of customized and personalized things over the holidays, as I like to do. I really appreciate, you know, customization and just making special things even more so. And so usually, yeah, it's very rarely free to get a customization, whether you're doing embroidery or whether you're doing engraving or embossing. It really is very, very expensive. So to do that for free is really, I think, fabulous. And then we've got the 27 points. And then you see you're going to have this really beautiful, legible, readable letter because of the scale and the size. So it is an 1 3/8 top to bottom. I'm showing it at an angle just to get the glare because otherwise it looks a little odd and you're wondering what's up. So it's just kind of the way our studio is configured here, but we got an 1 3/8 as you can see there. And then the entire border done in, think like an emerald cut stone. So there's those little slightly notched corners, and then you've got the diamonds all the way around. So we also have white gold, and forgive me, these were not scheduled for the show, so I didn't get a chance to like pre-polish them and do all that good stuff because they've been in a vault for a lot of years. But here's the white gold, for example. That's the letter L. Of course, Old English is always very, very popular and very, I think it can also be a little just, it's got a little edge to it instead of like script fonts or block. Block to me can look a little bit cheaper. I really like to see something with a little bit more, just kind of a more ornate kind of look to it. So it's going to be, again, deeply engraved. This is a lot of gold. It's all finished on the inside too. That's the white gold. I have a rose gold here as well to show you. So you can see examples also of the letters because even though I don't have 26 already made up, but that's for my Susies and my Cheryls can get an idea there, or at least the the S letter Cheryl's. There's a lot of people that go see. You get the idea. So here it is. That's the rose gold. That's the letter S. We saw the P. We saw the L. Let's make this yours here. No longer $39.99 where it should be. I'll show it from a distance away. I'm going to get the yellow gold back in here because that's been our most popular of late is the yellow gold. And then guess what? You can have a bail that's big enough for DBTYs or a little larger chain that you might have. So that's also really lovely. And so we're really excited. Okay. So we've got a special, and by the way, we're going to see some new designer pieces in those multicolored stones. Yes, we do, because I'm getting that question already. Yes, I do. I've got 3 pieces, including the gents ring. So we'll talk about them. Actually, 3 plus the gents ring, so 4 in total. But here we go. This is going to be, okay, let's make it better than $39.99. Can't do that. We're going to make sure that, again, plain or engraved, no extra charge for engraving, white, yellow, rose. You're going to choose 2 things, basically. You're going to choose your gold color first, and then you're going to choose also your letter. Here's an example, by the way, of what all the letters look like. So we do have a little key for you so you can see the full alphabet here and get an idea of what your letter that you might be thinking of, or if you are thinking, well, should I do first initial or last initial, or should I do pet's initial, or what should I do? That hopefully gives you a better idea here of what it's going to look like, and then there it is from a distance away. So you can see there how it's going to look. Size-wise, just gives you kind of a size reference there so you can see and know what to expect. So let's go back to the hand, and then of course we can also look at that alphabet again so you can see that there, and then all those fine diamonds. We're going to take it lower than even half, so not even $19.99. It is going to be a final sale because these are custom made. So if you ever need, if you'd like an email rendering of what your piece is going to look like beforehand, I think it's pretty easy to imagine if you see the alphabet up there. But still, if you want to make sure you can have an email sent before we actually create it, it is going to be custom made, so it might be a little more time. It can't go out tomorrow because it's not made yet. But here's what we'll do. Instead of $19.99, we'll go $14.99 only. That gives you another $150 saved if you'd like to get that custom made dog tag style and white, yellow, rose. So choose whatever you'd like. And also it looks beautiful layered. It really does. It looks great layered. We'll show you the alphabet again, then I'll switch it up here and show you the white gold as well if you're not sure where to go, but I think we know. And actually we could probably, if not too difficult, we could drop that banner just to see what the WXYZ look like a little bit better. But you can see there A through Z what your letter you choose is going to look like. They're still very readable. I chose an Old English. There's different types of Old English, believe it or not. And I chose one that is really still very legible and very readable, because some Old English get a little too fancy and then you have no idea what the letter symbolizes. So here it is again in the white gold there for a little size reference, and you can see all high polished except for the engraving that you have, which is going to have a little texture to it. Then a nice size bail for all of your chains, maybe excluding an omega, and then of course all the diamonds all the way around. So $13.49 if you'd like to get one, and that's going to be it. So really special look there, $13.49 at checkout instead. And then we'll move right along. We still have those demantoid earrings if you'd like them. I have another pair of earrings which is pretty cool as well, and this is going to be the longest earring we have ever created, ever, all time. So I'm very excited about them, and since I already have my earrings off, I'm just going to go ahead and show them now. So this is really specialty, and we'll take a look at 111 $99.33 here, which is going to be, yep, it is a massive length here that you're getting. And you've got here this great look. What do you think? So in solid gold, it's a lot of it too. White gold is how they stay. There's 39 points in diamonds here. They're going to be basically, I love this exaggerated shepherd's hook design. Don't forget, they're not going to work their way out if you put a little silicone stopper or if you just pinch them closed once they're on. So shepherd's hook style, really long. Then they have this teardrop at the end. So they have this great look. This could be your really go-to as far as a dressy earring that's not going to cost a fortune. 39 points in diamonds. They're 3.5 inches in length. That is a lot of solid gold. I'm not even used to showing you this much ruler at one time, but 3.5 inches, that's pretty fantastic. I'm going to show them on the ear here in just a moment. I will work one in with my left hand, see if I can get that on for you. Hi, Jason. You got it. So the demantoid studs are now gone. Congratulations on those. And then the pave is going to be at the points of that kind of cutout detail at the top, and then they're at the base of the teardrop there. The rest is going to be mirror finished white gold. Take a look at them on. Oh, I love these. Oh, look at how pretty they are. Aren't they something? They're still not going to hit the shoulder or anything. They're not that long. That's where I kind of draw the line. That just gets in the way and looks a mess. So here's where you're getting that beautiful look. And again, what you're going to do here is we've only got one pair. They stay in the white gold. You're getting almost a ½ carat in diamonds. We've got a great value. Think about what 3.5 inches of solid gold is going to run you anywhere else. Let's take a look on the hand here, and we'll show you what we can do to make this one of a kind fly on out of here, and they will. Take a look at that. That's a really beautiful, striking earring. Most of the time you got to go costume, and some people just don't like, especially in earrings, to go costume. So here it is at $999. I even have a gram weight. It's 9.4 grams. So no, we're not used to seeing that up there, but 9.4, that's the gram weight. You've got them. All right, congratulations on those. I'm going to get another pair of earrings up here because this is what we've been loving, and those are sold too. So congrats there. Here's the, okay, this is, get ready guys, because there's only one pair, and these are the hottest thing going right now in our collection is where you're getting these. And guys, we don't have a lot of operators yet, so I so apologize. We have a huge backup on the phone lines right now, so please bear with us. I wish everyone could show up at 10, but no, we're still waiting. So here we go. This is a really, really, really cool earring, and I'll tell you right now, this is 1129913, unless this is all we have today, which in that case, oh my goodness, Jason's gonna be busy. But here we go with a really important designer style. This is the multicolored diamonds that we have throughout. We've seen a few of these designer collection pieces, and they are not sticking around. We understand that, we know that, so you might want to get in early because 9913 is brand new, and one pair only. There's a carat 04. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it'd be a lot more than that, but it is a carat 04. In the diamonds, all bigger, and this is that braided style figure 8 design instead of what we've seen previously, which is usually 1 or 2 rows. And remember how quickly everything from this designer collection has been going. So we really want to make sure you've got a chance here to pick these up. Keep calling on the dog tags because those actually don't have a quantity since they're all custom made. Everything else is sold out from the day so far. So here we go, and this one will as well because, well, one pair, carat 04. I'm seriously just really, I don't know. Those are big stones. They're all different colors of different tones of yellow and greens, and then a few champagne fawns as well. But you've got a great value here coming your way, and designer, yes. And then of course there's a hoop, so it's gonna have a button closure, which is really a nice upgrade there. Button release, I should say, because you don't have to do anything to close them. You just push them together. But to release them, there's a lock inside the hoop so that when you put them on, you're just literally pressing them together. They align, they lock, but the button is there to help open them up when you're ready to take them off. So that's how they're going to work. And you see how nice wide they open up. We're going to try one on as well. Hold on, I got to actually get you the size first because I have not had these, so we should measure them for you as well. That's the first thing. So you're ready to go and ready to say sold because you know they're not going to last. Here's the length as well, 3/4 of an inch. Very good classic style for you. Lots of the different fancy colors, but also go with everything as a result of that blend in colors, which I think is really nice. And there is only one pair. We are not going to see much. I've got one ladies ring, the gents ring that we talked about that's coming up at the top of the hour, and one necklace from this designer line today. So it's definitely going to be, as they always have been, a very, it's a fleeting moment here. It's a really big opportunity here. So take a look at that. You can see what they look like on that braided design we have, and yet a huge value when they're brand new, and we're going to make these better than $49.99. That's kind of, that means there is more diamond weight. I think that's got to be a typo. But anyway, we'll go with it. That's got to be a typo. There's definitely more than a ½ carat per earring. But whatever. I like free diamonds. If you can get free diamonds, please take advantage of it. Let's go better than $49.99. Back to the wheel we'll go. I'm going to make these a lot more affordable for you. Let's go under $2,000. Yikes, not even $19.99. That'll make them disappear. We're going to go even less than that for you. Here they are up close. What a beautiful, striking style, and you are going to be amazed. An entire collection to really just completely fawn over as you wear them. I think you're going to see different qualities of your diamond every day, meaning different colors, and really sometimes if you're wearing, depending on what you are wearing, different colors are going to be a little more prominent, whether it's the darker, brighter yellows or maybe a little bit more of the fawns and the champagnes. But it's not even $19.99. Let's go $14.99 instead. I'll take an extra $500 off. You take an extra $150 off. It comes down to $13.49 and they'll be done. And then we have the most amazing buff top fire opal. Huge fire opal. I never see this size fire opal, especially at this price. So we'll see who's got the hoops. They're gone as well. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And then we have this. Okay, we're going to get to our first, can you believe that? First ring of the day, 18 minutes in. Look at this. Well, 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 it has been an earring day and pendant day so far, but look at this. And I know there have been many of you hoping for big fire opals. I know I got to zoom back here. Just give me a second. 8734 is the number. And this is a wild one. That's our best color of fire opal, which normally would be faceted in a traditional way. Here, you get a buff top faceting. It's different than a cabochon. It's not going to have that full dome. It's not going to sit up too high. It's a 452 marquise. Buff top, you can see it right there. So see how it doesn't go too high. It's not going to sit too high or be in the way as you wear it. And then you've got your diamonds on either side here in the pave. And you've got a great look in the side detail. It is a split shank, but it's like a split shank within a split shank. So you've got a lot of texture and a lot of platinum. So platinum stays. That's going to be in platinum only. We'll size it for you, of course. And then that beautiful quality. The quality is really marked by a great color. Less yellow. Can you believe it? Most fire opals are just yellow. They're like this dingy, hazy yellow, not all that cute. And then sometimes you get into really good material, it gets a little bit more golden orange. This is where you're in downright reds. And it's true red. I mean, here I have this ruby wheel coming up later, and I love it. It's beautiful, but they're 2 carat stones, which are big for rubies, but compared to something like this, you can't even compare. This is totally different to be able to get something this size. And 452, we all know this about opals, whether it's crystal opal, black opal out of Australia, whatever it is, the opals are going to look a lot bigger than they weigh, and you see that here. So it's 452. I'll try it on. That way you'll really get to appreciate the size that you're getting, and we're going to take it on down below $29.99. A huge value here. Get ready, guys. We got a major. I think that's a good value. For a 452 that looks like this, I have no problem with $29.99. But instead, let me show you on the hand so you can see what that's all about. The glow that's still happening from that amazing stone. It is something else, isn't it? So we'll do better than 29. Better than even. Okay, guys, let's see who's on the phone lines early, because it's our first ring of the day, and you know it's going to go because it's got some serious snap to it, doesn't it? Beautiful color all the way through. Still has that glow. It's completely clean. This is not a stone that actually deals with much in the way of inclusions. You're just looking for color, 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 and this brings it. So let's bring it down to $1,999 instead, and that'll be it. Then we've got a new, there's one new ring for the ladies. Oh my goodness. We'll find out who, do we know who picked up the fancy colored piece already, the earrings? Oh, Shirley, wonderful. You know what, I'm wondering if she needs a ring to go with it. I don't know if she has one yet, but we have a ring that would go really well with those earrings today. One for the gents, one for the ladies. Of course, the gents piece coming up in about 40 minutes at the top of the hour, but our ladies piece is this great crossover design, and that is wonderful. Oh, good, thank you so much. I'm glad, Reese, I'm glad we had it. I'm glad we like it, and thank you so much for, it is a great gift. The dog tags are amazing gifts. I've gifted many myself because pendants are, you know, we love our signet ring as a gift, but rings can be tricky because you got to deal with sizing. Pendants, you don't need to worry about sizing. So we do all love a great necklace as a gift. So here's our next ring. This is the only one that we have for the ladies, and it's this really gorgeous bypass crossover design. And there's a really striking purple there. That's what's jumping out at me there. Really rare greens, yellows, champagnes, purples, and pinks all together. And again, a one of a kind. Wish we had more. I really do. 9972 is the item number, and this is a fabulous, another new one. So our big designers, we're working with some great designers who are bringing us some of these really special, yes, they're out in retail as well, but we're doing a lot better price tag because we're never going to be able to get retail. We got a little more demanding audience for value, so that's what you're getting here. But listen to this. This is one of those rings where, I'll tell you, that gents ring is coming up that I showed you earlier, which is really striking. This is the gents ring, and I just want to mention this. It is coming up at the top of the hour, but that's going to have 2 carats, 10 in diamonds. This has 333. Number one, 3 threes. You're not going to forget your carat weight. You know what you got. 333. Even the gent style that I have that you see from all the way across the room has 210. Lovely diamond weight. But this is even more by a wide margin. So get ready. We have one. Let's take a look at it. It's going to go because you know they all have been. And we're going to make sure this one goes, okay? So 333. And then look at this. We could sit here and count up how many diamonds we have because you've got your 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 on this side and probably 11 on this side. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. 11 and 11, and actually the only one that's smaller is at that end point there to kind of create that little bit of graduation to the bypass design. So really important. And if we're going on an average here, and this is a big statement to make because we don't get to see this all the time, those are about 15 pointers a piece. probably a little bit more than that. So that's pretty impressive too. And it's got the fully finished under gallery too. Look at how each basket comes down to a platform. We don't completely enclose it from the back because we want to give those diamonds a lot of access to light and give the light access to the diamonds. But how incredible is that? Isn't that great? 22 stones, all unique. No two are exactly alike. 15 pointers on average each. And a 333, and here's the greatest part I think about this ring is the versatility. Yeah, I start here on the ring finger, but why not? You could wear this here or here, even as a thumb ring if you wanted to. And you could also, let's face it, we're gonna size it for you, but you could cinch it in or stretch it out a bit. With these bypass styles that aren't soldered together in the middle, you can actually do this. I mean, I just made it smaller because it's still too big for me, but the point is you can like cheat it a little bit. So if you get a 7 and one day you want, well, 7 1/4, or the next day you want like a 6 1/2, you can cheat it a little bit by about a size or maybe even 2. So it's kind of a neat ring where you can get some flexibility out of the sizing. Now I'm still gonna size it for you, still wanna do that, or depending on if you want more or less bypass. But what's so incredible is that diamond weight. So again, one only, and it's not going to be the, wow, $89.99. I think this might be the most expensive one we've seen thus far of the entire collection. And there you can see the greens, the yellows, that purple, that they're just standout pieces, every one of them. And again, 22 stones in total, all really big and all perfect round brilliance. And we're going to take this down from the $89.99. Again, only thing left is the fire opal. So make sure you're getting in on that one, that fire opal buff top. And then here we go with the 89. Let's skip it. Go lower. There's a reason every single piece from this collection has been going. There's a very good reason. They're stunning, yes. They're collectible, of course. But it's also my pricing. There's no question about it. It's the pricing that I put together for you that is so amazing to get these out the door, and every last one of them. Jason, are you thinking about this one already? We've got dog tags going out over here. I like that too. We got a lot of custom dog tags going out. That's exciting to see, but this ring, you do not want to wait on at all. Please do not. It's going to go. It will go. Every single piece from this collection I have had has gone out the door. So to think that it's going to stay around and you've got maybe hours to think about it, no way. Especially with these values, these discounts, and of course, oh, you're 10% off that's going away in a few hours. So here we go. Instead of 89, 79, 69, 59, 49. There's 333 and they're the big ones. That's exceptional. We're not even doing $39.99. There is only one. You could put this on. Let me just try it on as an index finger ring quickly because I love it that way. And I think that, okay, this is the most striking ring. Look at that. And it sits low profile enough to where you could wear it here or maybe, you know, in middle index, whatever you want to do there. What a fabulous look that is. That could be, you know, you've already maybe got something here and maybe you wear something here. Maybe you've got something on the thumb. Perfect way to add, just have that really cool look. And the way that it just wraps around the side and being at the end of the hand here is where you show off a lot of that side detail. Look at the sparkle on those stones. Impressive, isn't it? Let's go even lower than 39. Not even leaving it there. We'll go back up close. I just made that size 6 an index finger ring. It shouldn't be, right? Here it is from the other direction. There's that purple. Let's go another 500 off. I'll make it $34.99. You get it for $31.49. So a big value. We're under $1,000 a carat on some of the largest diamonds we have seen from this collection. And there's a new moonstone here, and there's actually a first with this moonstone that we will show you coming up in a bit. So I can't wait to share it with you. And it's really unique, very, very much so. So we'll show you that. I'll give you a little flash and preview here because this one, oh wow. There's so much pink to this moonstone and so much glow. We decided to give it pink diamonds for the first time. So we do have a new moonstone on the way. I've got a very large Cognac diamond today as well. That's gonna be coming up. Nice size, 1 carat plus. Cognac diamond. This one will be going a new sphene. Okay. The same mounting we saw yesterday that made such a splash. With our blue zircon, I have with a color change sphene today that is a round, and you know how dazzling those are. The rounds with that highly dispersive stone all working together, that's going to be a lot of fun. Stay with us. $31.49 on this one. Is this going to be the first one that ever stays from this collection? And then again, if you're thinking, well, should I wait for the men's piece? The men's piece is larger. It's 210 in diamonds. So, but the diamonds will all be in the champagne and yellows and greens. No pinks or purples. And then you've got this big platform. It's going to feel a little bit like an elongated east to west cushion as far as the way it's set. So we'll see that at the top of the hour. So if you were thinking, should I wait for the bigger one, meaning the bigger overall scope of the ring, or do you want the bigger diamond weight? Because again, the men's ring will have 210. This one's at 333. All right, let's keep moving. That one's the first one ever here so far. But again, probably on its way out in the next 30 seconds. Here's that sphene. Okay. So yeah, I don't think this is going to last very long. Going through all the brand new. I love that my early birds are here because, well, you know, I can't help myself. I got to bring out the really, really brand new, exciting, really early, because that's what we're here to see. We want to see what's new, what's hot, what's the latest. Here it is in a sphene round beauty. It is something else, is it not? It's 1129964, and that's going to be our color change sphene with that mounting we just saw for the first time yesterday, which was so exciting. It's not a ring day so far. All the earrings are gone, the pendants are going, but the rings are here. So rings available. If you want to get those rings, please let me know, either the fire opal or the fabulous, fabulous multicolored diamond piece we just brought out. Here's our Madagascar color change sphene. It's a carat 25. It is also going to be 54 points in the diamonds. This is that exclamation point halo, I'm calling it, because it is really pretty the way all of these tapered baguettes. That's a difference maker too. See how they're more narrow up towards the stone, then they flare out from there, and then you've got the extra points of those beautiful round diamonds, just to really, I mean, this is taking the halo to the next level, and really excited to bring it to you. So here we go. I am so excited. Oh my gosh, Kirsten, that's so funny. Kirsten, I love that. We gotta shout out the family members that are watching. I love this time of year because we'll see so many of our TVON family members really expand the TVON family by introducing their family members to TVON, which is very, very exciting. So that's we should probably shout them out, right? That's so exciting. Oh, well, I want to welcome our newest edition TVON family members, because Kirsten's got a niece and nephew watching today, and they're, I mean, getting them started. They're bringing gems to life. It sounds like they're at home breaking open those geodes. I've done that before. That's really fun. So a special shout out to Kirsten's niece, Finley. I love that name. And her nephew, Desmond, who are watching as well. It's nice to have you guys. Now, if you come up with anything really, really good, when you break open those geodes, if there's something really special, you know who to send it to if you want to sell it on TV, okay? we'll give you, I know those are back in the days. I used to do that. We used to sell like mineral specimens and things like that, and, you know, rough material and loose gemstones. And that's a really good way to get introduced to the beauty and the real miracle of these gemstones and how they're derived out of nature. So hi guys, good to have you with us. Let's talk about the sphene here. I love that. Love when family is introduced to the world of gems and jewelry and precious metals, and it's a fun way to learn. I'll tell you, it got me interested in science at a very late age. I wasn't always into science as my favorite subject until I got into the gem world and started learning about geology and gemology, and that was a way to bring it to life for sure. So 54 points in diamonds here. I was more your liberal arts girl, like, you know, that into the reading and writing and things like that. Language and more of that side of things. Math and science, yeah. That's more my brother's department. He's the engineering major. But here we go. Philosophy too, though. He was the first person ever to graduate from Stanford with undergrads in mechanical engineering and philosophy together. So, and I think he's still, I'm not sure he's still, I think he does. I think he still holds that title. But here we go with our carat 25 in our sphene and 54 points in the diamonds. And what we're going to do right now, blow it out, yellow gold, $49.99 will not be. We're going to take this on down for you. Big old value, come on in. This is really, really stunning, and yet nobody's on the lines yet. Call early because we know this is not going to last. And it really is, to me, I think it's the most brilliant way, and I use that term because, well, everything about it is brilliant, but to also, because it feels like a firework, or because it feels like a sparkler, or because it feels like a sun ray dial, it just feels like, okay, we're taking the most highly dispersive stone and bringing diamonds around it, and it's like, it's just, the diamonds are an extension of what's happening with the brilliance on the inside, and that's really, really cool. So how about it? We got a carat and a quarter, 54 points in diamonds, one only stays in the yellow gold. Are we ready for this one? What a cool gem. And forget about green diamonds for a minute, because this is going to give you a higher dispersion level. Green diamonds, I don't have a carat 25, number one, and I certainly am never going to see that really beautiful multiple color effect that's happening. So let's take it on down below. I'm going to take it less than 49. See if I can make some magic happen. That's what we're here to do. We've got about 2.5 hours left in today's sale, and then Wednesday night. Yikes. Wednesday night is New Year's Eve. So You might have other plans. Now, I hope you'll be with me because we're going to pre-party together and we get to, I love New Year's Eve. I love being on, I tell you what, it's one of the most fabulous fun nights. Everyone's ready to start a new year. We're all in celebration mode and there's no better way, am I right? When it's all about New Year's Eve, generally even like people who are more cash, they're like, okay, let's dress up, let's get all excited. Or maybe your idea is like put on a, nicer pair of pajamas and just enjoy the evening in, whatever it is. We are going to be together pre-partying for your welcoming the new year. We'll be your pre-party and your pre-shopping party on New Year's Eve. So that's going to be a lot of fun, but that'll also be Buy to 25 finale in the sales. So we want to make sure that, again, only a couple hours left today and then 3 hours left on Wednesday to celebrate. But here is $49, $39, $29. I think that should do it on the sphene. If we get a $3,000 price point, I think we're going to be pretty happy about that. But instead, even better today, we're going to go even less than 25 and just send it on out. I want to make sure our rings go too. Earrings have been popular, pendants have been popular. We want to make sure the rings all go. This is exciting. And here we are, really stunning. I've got it better than 25 or 24 or even 23. Let's go even lower, $2,299. And then you've got $230 off that. It'll be just a little over $2,000 when all is said and done. Charmaine, I love hearing that because I heard that from a couple of people the last few days as well. A lot of you were gifting TVON items this year for Christmas. And I've gotten the most wonderful, wonderful stories and compliments about what your gift recipients thought of their new TVON jewelry, which I'm not surprised, I must say, because wow, what a gift to receive in fine jewelry. But I'm so glad, Charmaine, to hear that. Thank you for trusting us with gifting, because I don't know about you guys, but I regard what I gift even more importantly than I regard what I give myself. Like what I buy myself, meh, but what I gift is such a reflection of who we are and for the people we care about. So I'm really glad to hear that. Thank you guys. Thank you all for trusting us with, your collections and also expanding the collections of your family members and your friends as well. That's great. I'm so excited to hear that. So $22.99, and then we're going to move on. And we've got the big Cognac diamond. I've got a really gorgeous minty green tourmaline. It's got the blues and the greens, so it ends up looking like Paraiba. I was on a little mission today, and I don't know if Susan's with us, but Susan yesterday had asked for an Imperial and never heard from her. So we showed one that they just brought me out. I was looking at some Imperials today and this caught my eye. This really just captured my attention as far as a real Padparasha type Imperial where it's not just pink alone. The one I had yesterday was pretty much just pink. This has got a really nice pinky golden color, really what an Imperial, I think, in the best quality should look like. So it's 112-6385 and it's a real simple, but still upgraded, and that's because we start with the 18 karat gold here. So you're starting with a real high premium gold, the most premium gold that jewelry is made out of. But then you also have a 109 Imperial. So that's going to be this pinky golden. It's pretty pink. I would say if we were putting like a percentage ratio on it, I'd say about 80-20 pink to orange. So it's got a nice pinky tone, but it's not pure. In other words, if I had a pink stone, like a true pink sapphire next to it, you'd see the difference. This is really much more likened to a Padparasha sapphire. So it's our Oro Preto pink. This is no treatment or heating whatsoever. You also get 39 points in diamonds, which are actually the rounds. And then did you see the baguettes that we add to it? So it's like stacking a whole unique look. So it really just keeps it classic. We finished the under gallery with that nice little hourglass style under gallery, but what a piece to get. And only one, pretty much everything I have today is, so it's going to be a really important moment, and yes, including the men's piece, so I know. I was hoping we had more than one, we don't. So again, it's going to be one of those days where being on the phone lines early is going to really help you to get in on your favorites before they're gone to somebody else. So please do always, if you see something you like, feel free to dial in right then and there because it gives you that huge advantage by being on the phone lines. But come on in. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy almost New Year. I'm so glad you're with us. This is our last call on this one. Again, everything is last call on the show. Take another look at it. It's a beautiful Imperial. I'm going to try it on. It's really classic and elegant, and to love that upgrade in the gold. Here's what it looks like on the hand very quickly so you can see that piece there and get you great value. It is supposed to be $59.99. A lot of that has to do with the baguettes, the 18 karat gold, and then of course just the pure pinks and goldens you're getting. Really high-end, sophisticated type of material, and most people don't know it exists, let alone getting a chance to own it. I'm blowing it out right now for only $1,999. You know why I'm doing that? We had the request yesterday, and I don't even know if the requester's with us. Chances are probably not. But the request was to be at a pinky Imperial under 2,000. So I just go ahead, I'm assigning a $19.99 price to it when I should not be. And there's a $6,000, it should be priced, and now it's under 2, and it'll be $17.99 if you'd like it instead. And remember, that diamond weight is special because it's the baguettes and the rounds together. So that is a quick one only. And don't forget, we've got our first ever, I can't believe the sphene is here. The sphene is here for you if you want the round. We also have a Cognac diamond coming up. We still have the 333 fancy colored diamond ring in the bypass. So that's going to be here as well. New moonstone is coming up. Color change sphene is here, and our Imperial is only $17.99 for really one of the top graded colors with that beautiful natural pink, as well as there's a little bit of a lavender undertone to it as well. And then you've got that pinky orange kind of combo, which is really rare. That's what the rare Imperials look like. They're no strangers to us, but certainly out and about in the world, it's going to be really tough to find anything in Imperial topaz at all. So I've got this really sweet little bird necklace, and it's got a lot of diamonds. And then we also have the really, really big diamond. Take a look at this. This is our 1/01 Cognac. So it's got a really deep saturation, and we are only 20 minutes away now from the gent style. I know it's going to be here on the early side. It has to be because, well, that's the problem. When we have limited quantities, got to show things early before everybody arrives. So that's going to be the gents. That's the new one. It's really white. It can be for the ladies. I would put this on, and I'm saying this because I'm never going to get this. This is going to fly today. But I would wear this as an index finger ring. The way that it has this solid all the way across and bigger diamonds, that's coming up in 20 minutes. So don't go anywhere, because I know how many people reach out and go, are you telling me I stepped away for 30 seconds and I missed it? It might only take 30 seconds to get that one out the door. And it is coming up at the top of the hour. So make sure you're with us. Plus we have big rubies. Plus we have, I'm hoping we get a request or two today before the show ends in 2 hours, because I'm going to need them. I kind of know that Sundays are about requests. That's our big request day. I do have a new, look at this one. What could that be? Do we have the biggest pink diamond ever? Or could it be something else? We'll find out. That's going to be coming up. We also have a moonstone and a bridge. So this one's coming up. Just want to show you. And yes, it's fully finished. So don't worry a thing about that. It's going to be comfortable as well. But this is a first for us. And I know we've been seeing some great moonstones of this faceted variety that have really been showing off colors of every single facet of the rainbow, if you will. But this is where we've added for the first time pink diamonds to a moonstone. And you have 1129944. And what a look this is when you've got a massive 373 cushion cut moonstone. There was such a really prominent pinky red coming through, we decided to add the pink diamonds. And that's going to give you a 21-point pink diamond weight, 34 points in the white diamonds as well. So nothing overwhelming, nothing that takes it too far outside of wearability. We want you to be able to wear your jewelry. Jewelry shouldn't just be put in a safe and, you know, remembered and admired from a distance. It should be something that's part of you every day. You wear it out and about. It just is really specialty. And look at that. That's what we've not seen too much of, is this really cool, almost red type of amazing glow that comes across the stone. And then you've got all the different colors. What's happening there? Suddenly there's that like green beam that's happening. It's really specialty. And yet when you see it in a little lower light, it's going to show off even more so. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And that gives you an idea. Now tell me, when you're just out and about, when you're wearing your piece, and I'm just going to give it, I can only give it a little bit of movement because, you know, I'm holding it up close on camera. When you see this, or when everybody else sees it, you too, that's the great part about rings is we admire our own rings. But you see this move, and one moment it looks like it's blues and greens. The next minute it's a pink, and then it goes from an orangey to a red, and it looks like it's shifting color or full-on changing color right before your eyes. No other light source needed. Don't need to go from fluorescent to UV. It's just all right there. And not to mention goes with everything and picks up what you're wearing. So there's all that excitement to get with this one. And it's not going to be $59.99 either. We're going to go a lot lower than that because it's new, but that doesn't mean we can get today's pricing. I can't get a new price tag just because it is indeed a new piece. We got to make sure that everything comes down to the value you love, makes it easy to afford, easy to own, and more importantly, saving you that 10% off while we've still got it, because that goes away in a matter of a couple of days. We've got a couple hours today and then 3 hours on Wednesday night. That's buy to 25, right? It'll be 2026 on Thursday. So we can't say buy to 25 when it's already 2026. So here's your last call on anything in the inventory at all. Take a look at this, not $59.99 either. You're gonna go a lot lower than that. First and only caller, and our first time Seeing the pink diamonds, those are natural as well. Around it as the halo, bigger diamonds on the side. You see the bigger white diamonds individually. Let's blow it out. Okay, let's do this. I got 15 minutes till the top of the hour. That men's ring is what everyone's waiting for. I get it, I know it, and it's not just a men's ring. I say that because it's big enough to be. It's got a lot of gold weight, but it's not only for the guys. So that's coming up. I would say probably more likely even the gals say, I want to wear it. But here's what we'll do. On $3,000, which is 50% off. I'm going to take it even lower than that, and all you need to do is call me. That is it. It's not $3,000, which is 50% off. You're still taking 10% off when I'm done. I'm not even asking for $29.99, the bigger one. This is the biggest we have left in our moonstones. It's not going to be $29. I'll blow it out. $2,499 instead. $24.99. Bye-bye, it'll go. It's not just buy to 25, it's buy to that new moonstone that is literally, at some point, it just looks like a pink diamond because it's all got this pink dominating color, and then you see all the iridescence of all the other colors beneath it and inside of it. So $22.49, only if you'd like to get it, please do. It's only one, and we have another one later, but it's 1.5 carats. So it's quite a bit smaller, and no rose gold, no pink diamonds. So we're really excited that that one is here at just $22.49. Get requests in if you have them. We'd love to help you with your request. I've got a very large aqua and a big diaspore, and we've got paraibas and blue zircons and the color changing diaspores here too. Look at this one. This is the 16 karat Asher. Thought I'd bring it out. Why not? The museum Asher is here. It's the 16 karat. We'll get a home for that today. Got our Cognac diamond coming up, a blue green tourmaline that looks all day like paraiba. It is, well, it might be, who knows? It's got the blue green. We haven't tested that for its chemical compound, but we know it's going to be a great value. So that's here, and just the most beautiful jewelry ever. I mean, really, welcome into it. So that's it, $22.49. Let me know if you'd like it. Then we've got our designer bird. This is the pendant. This is the same designer style we've been seeing that we will see in the gent style coming up, but I'm going to throw in a chain. So it's your full necklace. Here's another new one today. Oh yeah, look at how pretty. It's more of a beautiful exotic bird, a parrot, if you will, with the red ruby in the eye. 9906 is our multicolored diamond piece, and I'll zoom back a bit. And that bird is sitting on a branch, and then there's some actually really beautiful enameling done too. So that's exciting. It may be onyx, actually. There's no list of it, so I'll call it enamel, and if you're getting onyx, you're just getting the same look, but a gem. So 9906, carat 19 is going to be your carat weight here. So that's the multicolors. The rubies and accents, so that's our 3-point in the bezel set in the eye. And then you've got the 119 and the multicolors all the way around it. And that's going to be, you see the belly of the bird there, how it's actually, see how it's not flat, it kind of does that beautiful convex style, and then the feathers, and then the contrast of having the enameling done as well. So 119 is the diamond weight. There is a 3-point ruby, just to be clear, just to, you know, get real exact there for you. It's all 14 karat gold. We're throwing in the chain as well, the chain and the finishing, and there's that great, you'll see a great designer insignia up top. It's got the great finishing, and then we have a diamond cut chain that's going to give you that lobster claw and I think adjustability. Indeed it does. It's got a 16, 17, and 18-inch length you can choose from. Here's what it looks like from a distance, so you can see. I always like to give you the size perspective on it. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Only one here as well, and then we'll show you the length of the actual pendant itself, and then the chain can be adjusted for you. So there it is, 1 inch top to bottom. Get ready. I know we're all getting ready for 13 minutes from now, top of the hour, but there's your 1 inch style. And then of course here's the adjustability, so you can see the chain's going to be great for a lot of pieces that you wear in yellow gold. You've got the 3 different O-rings that allow you to go 16, 17, and 18 inches, plus a premium lobster claw. We'll take it on over to the neckline for you as well and show you there what it's going to look like. But how beautiful, right? And that, I love this with that little bit of the black accent there, really helps it along too, because you really see the details and the artistry they put into it. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to have something so custom like that. Let's blow it out. We're going to go back up close as we do, and we're going to show you what we can do on this one with all those different fancy colors here in the yellows, the greens, lots of greens on this one. There's a lot of green color, a lot of the bright yellows and the green colors together, a few champagnes mixed in. We're going to take it low. Okay, I can't do $49.99. Keep in mind, pendants and earrings have been the hot thing today. So we're going to make sure we take this lower than $4,000 for you. It's a big Sunday. Let's party. Let's celebrate. Let's party like it's 2026. We're almost there and ready to welcome a new year. Always exciting. So new beginnings, really good restarts, resets. We love that. But here's what we'll do instead of even 49, 39, 29. I'm going to make it a lot better than that. Not 1999. Total beautiful personality. That's a personality piece, but without being costume. As a matter of fact, one of the highest end we do as far as these incredible fancy designs. So all these different colors, it is just amazing what we have here, and we're going to go blow it out. $1,888. You'll take a $188.80 off, so it'll be only $16.99 for one collar, and you get the chain with it, which is a good $600-800 chain as well. So that, depending on where you shop, there's a little range. So $600 to $800 for the chain. That's already free, just included. If I show it to you with the pendant, that means it's coming with it. So you're not going to be surprised and go, oh, now I got to go get my own chain. Nope, you're getting it for free, and we're just giving it away for only $16.99 at checkout on a brand new designer piece. So that's going to be one of our best of that designer. Then we've got, of course, the men's ring coming up, the new, the minty green tourmaline's coming up, also that new pink stone, that Asher cut I flashed. A lot of you are asking about that. That's going to be coming up bottom of next hour. So we're only about 40 minutes away from that. And if you have a request, and I've got everything from Friday and Saturday that might be available because, to be honest, we haven't started melting yet. We've been really busy packing and shipping. It's been a couple of busy days here, okay? Friday, Saturday, epically busy. So what we're doing is we're already sizing and getting things ready to ship out tomorrow. So we haven't been melting any of the pieces yet. So if there is anything from Friday or Saturday you missed out on, it is still here, and it would be sitting off to my right. So you can just call us and tell us what you'd like to see, and I'll bring it right out for you, okay? So I just don't want you to miss them, because when they're gone, and they do get melted. They either sell or they melt. It's either way. So it's not a proposition where even if you're willing to spend more, like you can get it down the line, it's going to be gone. So that one's $18.88. Check out this really fancy diamond. This is one big diamond in a fancy color instead of a lot of little diamonds. But then we've added, again, the rare pinks together. So mixing and matching colors of diamonds to make it extra elite. Like, there are places that sell you bigger diamonds. There are places that would be, if you're going to go natural, that it's going to limit you a little bit more. But there are definite retailers out there that have fancy colors in bigger sizes. Now, you typically are going to head to a place called Rodeo Drive or Fifth Avenue or whatever the major, if you're in a major city, you're going to go to whatever the major avenue, boulevard, street is, where you've got the flagship stores of big designers. That's where you're going to go. That's really the only hope of finding something larger right now in a natural color of diamond. This is our cognac, though. We usually see champagnes before we see cognacs. This is another step up in saturation. Therefore, it's another step up in rarity. And all I offer for you is natural stones. So unfortunately, I don't have any lab grown for you, and will not, as long as we can bring you values that make it better, a better deal than what you would pay on lab grown. That's what we're here to do. So take a look at this one, because that's going to be our cognac. 112-2298 is the number, and we're so proud to bring it to you because it's our 101 in an oval. And even this oval is a bit more elongated than some, so you get a little more wow factor there. And also, it's going to be, boy, I've gone through half the jewelry I have for you today, and we're not even 1 hour in. We're 51 minutes into the show, and I've gone through most everything I have today. So come on in. I'm going to really need your request today. You need to help me today, because I got all access to the vaults and everything, but we need to know what you'd like, because guide me a little bit. Give me a category, give me a stone, give me a price point, but this is your time here. And if you're all shopped out, well, go enjoy your new year, and we'll see you in 2026. But if you're not yet, and if there's anything you're going, oh no, there is something on the wish list, or this is the day to do it, this is the time to do it, don't wait till the 10% off is gone. There are thousands and thousands of dollars to be saved on everything you're seeing. So keep that in mind. Shop while you can, get the discount while they're here. It goes away, and I think so many people go, oh, New Year's Eve is like forever from now, but it's the next time we see you. So, you know, there's that lag when we have Monday and Tuesday off. So you got to take advantage. But here we go with our 101 in a natural diamond. It has 32 points in the pinks, 140 in the white, and that means overall 273. Eat your heart out, and my bridge lovers are going to love this. Yes. Okay, moonstone with the pink diamonds is now gone. Thank you so much. And here we go with this one, another one of a kind, finished on the inside. You can stack with it as well, because the platform is elevated. You see right there, see how there's that ridge where you could put another band next to it. Then you've got the great finishing on the inside. And we have one with a smudge. Oh, I just saw the little fingerprint on it. Okay, so let's try it on for you. One only here. Not going to last, that's for sure. And what a piece, made a long time ago, thank goodness. Otherwise, I'd have to get like about $17,000 for this, and that's not going to work for our TVON fam. So you get a better value. Let's take it even lower, significantly so. Take a look at it up close. This will not be even $89.99. What I'm supposed to get today, that would be $900 off, so that's lovely. But we're going to do better than that, and it's not going to be $8,999 or even the 8,100 that would be with the discount. We're going to go lower because I think that's what we need. I think that's what we're looking for. We want dirt cheap pricing on the finest jewelry in the world. That's what I provide. And so it's a little long for a network name, so we go with TVON instead and just make you wonder what the heck that means. But here's what we have. Instead of 89, 79, 69, 59, 49, I got a major value. Did you see the red flashes coming through that cognac? Very impressive colors coming right on through. It's not even $3,999. Way low, the best. The value is here, and let's make this even better for you because it's gonna go, and it may be gone already. I'll take it down to $3,599. That way, you get it for $32.39 at checkout. Amazing value, and only the one, and you're getting $273 in diamonds. One of our biggest overall diamond weights we have surrounding a 1 carat stone, and it's a step up from the champagnes and a step up from the fawns. And that's because the cognac is really a deeper brown color that's natural. But instead of a little hint of pink, it's got little hints of red. Reds and orange, which make it that much more rare. So 5 minutes away from that really striking larger style in many, many diamonds. And don't forget the ladies pieces here at the moment. The 3 carat 33 piece is here. If you want the 333 in the diamonds, which is still going to be my largest diamond weight of the day for those fancy colors, you got to let me know in a hurry. So $35.99. Thank you. I'm so glad you're loving the show today. Thank you very much. Hi, Donna. Hi, Brenda. Hi, guys. We're so glad you're with us. Happy New Year almost. Who else is ready to say bye to 25? That's why we named it that, right? We're ready, out with the old, in with the new. We're gonna have new jewelry for you. Let me show you the mint tourmaline. Here it is. We got a lot of people saying, whatever you flashed that looked like Paraíba, can I have that? You certainly can, but you gotta be quick because this is 112-8228, 376 of a cushion cut. I have a 10 karat Paraíba, it looks like this. Same cut, it's the same exact cut, and it has some serious, serious sparkle. It is wonderful. And there's something about this kind of, you see it's square, but it definitely has a rounded type of shape. It's giving you a lot of internal flash like you would expect from a cushion cut that's giving also great clarity for your tourmaline. 112-8228, and it's 376. 52 points in diamonds. We upgraded the halo, doing the baguettes and the rounds. That's not typical. We usually just see rounds. This is the baguettes and the rounds. People don't realize baguettes are a lot more expensive, about 80% more, than you see anything else when it comes to diamonds. They have to be a really high quality. They're very tough to find. We have this great setting where you see the basket comes down and really envelops the side of the stone. Finishing on the inside, diamonds down the sides, white gold only. That's how it's gonna stay. It's in the 14 karat gold. This gives you all the wow of a Paraíba tourmaline. But I don't have a 376 to offer you. If I did, it'd be somewhere in that $200,000 range. They're only getting more pricey. They're only getting more rare because there's no new finds. There's no material coming out of the ground. And if this turns out, because one day the testing will be done, and it's just a matter of, is there enough material to get out of the ground, out of this new material, which is the new find. So if there's enough, eventually what we do is send a lot of that material to GIA. You need to test not just one, but you need a larger sample size. So you need to have a lot of rough material, do all the chemical makeup testing, which is actually, you know, a little bit different than just like looking at it. So it's pretty comprehensive. It's costly to do. It costs millions of dollars to do all that. And then what you would do is then find out, okay, so what is it that makes this color this color? And we have learned out of Brazil and Nigeria and Mozambique that those are the copper bearing when they're this color. This very well may be. It's just we can't validate that at this point. So pretty exciting with the proposition that, okay, one day down the line, you could discover that it is that color because it does have copper and manganese, which in that case, you would have an even more valuable stone. So there's definite reasons here to get in early and make sure that it's just pretty too. I mean, I don't know anybody who buys jewelry because it's rare only. I really don't know people who do that. And I've worked with a lot of collectors over the years who are they only seek out rare. They're not buying quartz family gems. They're only buying rare. But if it's jewelry that they're buying, they also want it to be pretty. They also want to be wearing it and have it be a lovely addition to their collection. So it's got to be good looking, and it's got to fit nicely, and it's got to look good on the hand. And this one I really think does. Take a look at it right there. And you can see that blue-green pop. I mean, it's a very distinctive color, and then you see it's really lively. When it gets the chance to really move and catch the light, it's like the facets grab onto that light and then just throw it back to your eye. That's what this feels like. It's got a serious pop to it. We're going to do better than, okay, skip $69.99. I'm not going to get that today. We got a real demanding audience. I can tell this is a discerning group today, so we're going to make it better than $6,000. Come on in. We got about 80 seconds till we get to that top of the hour, and our last 2 hours of the week, and what a last 2 hours they're going to be. My question to you is, this is why this is here. This has been $69.99. I've probably presented this 18 times. That's about 17 more times than we usually present an item. So it just means that you don't love $7,000. I get that. Because if anybody should know what you like and value, it's me. I'm the host of the show. So here's what we have for you instead. It gets one last chance on the air, and it's got to go. My job is to make sure, especially the pretty. Listen, I understand if an ugly piece sticks around. If an ugly price and an ugly piece come around, they're not going to go. We don't really have those pieces, but I will tell you right now, some pieces are just, maybe there's a big old inclusion. Maybe it's just a really hazy stone. Maybe the cut's not right. Usually I'm not going to bother showing those to you anyways. But there are certain reasons why sometimes a piece might stick around. Then there are other pieces like this that are just a little bit higher end than what is our typical price point that usually makes you happy. So now the mission is just simple. Price it, blow it out, make it cheap. So you can have all the beauty and the rarity and the gorgeous cutting and color and clarity, and you're not paying what you should for it, and that'll be obvious. And that's what this event is kind of all encompassing, is just the best price possible, give every piece one last chance, bring it down lower than it's ever been before, which this is, and we'll take it below even $3,500. It's the top of the hour, the men's ring is coming up, it's a big, beautiful diamond ring, and now we're gonna take this less than $35,000. Less than $3,000. Let's make it $29.99 and give you an extra $300 off. And bye-bye, it'll go. So that'll be $26.99 for that stunning blue green. It's the tourmaline, it's clean, and it's all beautifully natural. You know that about the tourmaline family, right? It doesn't get any treatment. Not a one. Not the rubelites, not the paraibas, not the basics, none of them. None of them get or receive treatment. How about that? So this is the time to really think about, okay, do I really want to get a blue-green and not pay Paraiba money, but get the look of? There you go. That's it right there. So let's talk top of the hour. And first of all, a very special welcome to everybody. I'm so glad you're with us. It is an honor to have your company. We are about to show you this fabulous ring, and I'm going to show you every single angle. There's a lot of details that you're not even seeing yet from this top angle. But just to welcome everybody to our big Sunday, I'm so glad you're with us today. Hi, everybody. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We got 2 hours left today in our Sunday, and then, of course, we see you not Monday, not Tuesday, back on Wednesday night for New Year's Eve. We're going to have a little pre-party, so you're all invited. Please have your favorite beverage ready and have all your New Year's best on, whether that's your favorite PJs or whether that's a ball gown and sequins and dripping head to toe in luxury and diamonds, whatever it is. We're going to have a New Year's Eve party that you will not soon forget. So please be with us. It's a big, big night. Please join me. Trust me, the whole world's going to be talking about it Wednesday night. So make sure you're with us for that. And in the meantime, that's it for our vault clearance, by the way, because that's when the year ends. So buy to 25. You got a few hours left here in totality to get in on these values, save this money, get your 10% off. Hope you will, but this is the one we've been waiting for, so much so that I even got a chance to tell you about it yesterday before we even showed the ring, because the last time I had a men's piece from this designer with all these multicolored diamonds, I had three. They were all on the wheel. I had three together. I put them up because I wanted you to choose your specific piece, and they were gone in about, what, 30 seconds? There's one more here, and it's not just a men's piece. It can be a ladies' piece as well. Hold on. I was showing it to you at the top of the show as a index finger ring, but look at the size of this ring from a distance away. Whether you're putting that, I mean, I'll tell you that's how I would wear it, and it's way too big for me, so keep that in mind. But look at how stunning that is. You can't change, no matter what the ring size is, you can't change the fact that this is one of the largest, most striking, most really incredible rings we've ever brought to you. And designer all out. It's got it finished under gallery. It feels like the signet styles we see all over the place in gold. I was looking at a signet ring like this, and it was shaped just like this. No diamonds, no personalization, no engraving, no nothing, just gold. The thing probably weighed 2 grams in gold. I don't know how they did it. It was lengthwise longer like this, but it weighed nothing. It was like air. And that's good to a degree because it's comfortable, but it was light. The thing was $7,500. Nothing else but gold. Nothing. This one is 210 in diamonds. It is really incredible. We've been waiting for this. I told you I'd try to let you know and tried to get, I talked to this designer myself and said, anything else you have that works in a larger scale size, because it's not just for the gentleman. We call it a gents ring because it implies there's a lot of gold. It's not going to be too small for a guy to wear it, but it's also great for our ladies who, if you're like myself, you like a bigger, bolder ring, you like a lot of gold presence. That's what this ring gives you. But in addition to that, the fancy diamonds. So let's take a look at this up close and personal here and get ready. We've been talking about it. We've been ready for it. And now we get to talk a little bit extensively about what this is all about. Item number is 1129904. And what do you think? I keep wanting to polish those little corners here, but the truth is it's just picking up some glare, as it tends to do when we're up here on this wheel. But look at this. Isn't this wild? So you've got everything set up a little bit higher off of the diamonds themselves. Do want to point out this, oh God, it's got a smudge over here. Let me see if I can polish that up. It's got this great satin finishing here on the sides that then has this really bold place where it just, this mark where it stops, and then it goes to mirror finishing the rest of the way. The side profile is going to be mirror finished. The inside under gallery is going to be mirror finished. I don't know what all is on this one, but it looks like inventory tag, but I got that off now. So here we go. It's, I counted up the diamonds for you. There's 210 in diamonds. There are 19 stones. It puts them at about 11 points-ish a piece. There's actually greens and blues, yellows and champagnes, and that's it. Given that it's maybe, again, suitable for the guys, we didn't do the pinks and purples in this one. Not that guys can't wear pinks and purples, but this is what, again, I didn't design it. The designer did. So it's really just those beautiful neutral colors, very earthy tones, but really exotic. So happy Sunday, everybody. Where's our 210 lovers out there who want something big and bold in designer jewelry? Here it is. We're ready to go. Come on in. And here's what I've got. Well, no surprise to anybody probably. It's listed here at $14,999. The designer gets about 4 times that. Kid you not. They actually get a little over that. It's about $63,000 in the designer world. I think they do $62,650 last time I checked. I admit that was a couple of weeks ago when I was looking at their catalog. So I'm very excited that we can bring you some of these designer pieces because we have not had any of these multicolored stones in smaller sizes to bring. When we bring fancy colors, they're usually in 1 carats. So it's pretty exciting that we've had these of late. I'm so proud to bring this designer style. I love a great designer piece, but you know, most designers that I love to shop at, they don't have sales. They don't do a sale. They never do. And that's how they maintain their prestige. That's how they keep their status. They don't have sales. They don't have outlet malls. They don't have discounts. They don't do friends and family. There is no possible way. Isn't that, I mean, you think of like the high-end designers. They don't do sales. There is no, the only way to get you a sale price is like buy a used whatever. And okay, well, here's what we've got for you. $14,999. This is probably why these pieces have been so popular, is because you are getting that discount right here with us. And you're not paying $15,000 today or anywhere near that. So I don't know if we have anybody thinking about it so far, but I know I've been excited about it because I saw 3 gents rings sell out immediately, and then I really upset people because there were more than 3 people who wanted the ring. So I brought you the best thing we have close to it, sizable enough to be a gent style, but easy to wear as a lady as well who wants a big, bold ring. There it is on the ring finger. I would love to see this, like gentlemen could wear it on the pinky. I think ladies, it might be too big, but I don't know, it depends. Keep in mind, it's gonna be in your size, and right now it's like a size 10. I wear a size 5. So this is a little bit different for me, but again, we're gonna size it for you. This is how I love to wear it right there. I think it's a great idea, but you see the dazzling way that the diamonds go side to side. It's what it is 3 rows, and they're staggered. That's why they sit so beautifully together and so seamlessly together. And then you've got, there's that platform. Man, look at that gold. That's a lot of gold here. It's striking. I'd give you a gram weight if I had one, but I don't know what ring size you're going to choose yet. Here's what I'm going to offer. I'm thinking I'm going to put it in the auction block because there's only so low I can go on a $15,000 ring. And I know that's not scheduled or planned, and I know it's my lowest price here today. My lowest price is $14,999. But the problem with that is that when you do this for 25 years and you're at one place and you get to know one family for 9 years, you know that's not going to do it. 14,000, it's going to be like, okay, that's called anticlimactic. When you're going, well, I was hoping for a good old-fashioned TVON low value. That's not it. That's not it. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to take, and I'm going to kind of press my luck here and go with the gamble and put it on an auction block. This is really, really exciting. Now come on in, because I might just go lower than the gold alone, or the diamonds alone, or the labor alone. It's 210 in diamonds. Every one of them is a different color. There are a total of 19 stones, so you can count them up yourself, look at the individual colors, see the differences of every single one of them, but they're all natural. They are not treated or enhanced, and we're probably the only ones left that are doing that at this point, right? Because there's natural diamonds out there, and they're still treated to get a color that wasn't their color naturally. We don't do that. We just bring you the natural fancy colors from the earth. We're all about top quality. This is it. And we're going to bring it down below. You know what? I was going to start at 10. Let's get everybody in. I have 4 people now on the phone line, so now we are ready. And I don't know if $10,000 is going to get everyone from on the phones to participating. So let's try this, because I know what we usually sell gents rings for. And I know that things have gone a little haywire with gold, so it's tougher to make a $5,000 or $6,000 gents ring now, even if it's just plain gold. But with the finishing this has, and the ample gold it's bringing, and the satin finishing details, love the notch here. How about this, where there's actually that little bit of that kind of V-shaped indentation, and then it's mirror finished inside and satin finish outside. And then you see, though, I love this separate platform. You see the separate platform where the diamonds are set. So that in and of itself, these are separately cast pieces, the under gallery as well. This is really awesome. Now, it's only going to be in the yellow gold. That is how the designer does this. And really a beautiful mix and match with those colors of the diamonds, all fancy, all natural. What if we go really wow you and make it $5,000? Remember, they're really big individual stones. If you're looking at it from just a 210 perspective, 210 would usually be amongst 210 individual 1-point stones. There are 19 stones here. They're about 11 points apiece. So this is not your little pave microscopic diamonds. No, 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 no. It is not. It's not going to be $5,000 because we're still awaiting an open. We got a couple people talking about it. We're not going to do $5,000. I'm not going to do $4,000. This is already. Today's gold world is different than where, if you've been watching me for 25 years, well, when I started, gold was $300 an ounce. That's when you know you've been doing it a long time. Now it's $4,500 an ounce. Everyone's saying that by the time 2026 arrives, could be 5, 6, as we go into 2026. We could see $6,500 in the next few months on gold. We've never seen that, for the record, ever. Ever. We're already record highs. So when you're making gold jewelry, not plated metals, not sterling silvers, not stainless steels, not coatings and platings and all of that, you're doing solid gold because that's what the diamonds deserve. You got a different deal. And what we're going to do is better than even $4,000. Come on in. It's an auction. It's live. It's already under cost. By the way, if you were to bid $4,000, you're getting it for a better price than you could make it. Truly. You just are. That's a fact of the matter. We're going to make it in your size, get it to your door for free, and then you get a full money back guarantee as well. Oh, and by the way, I just remembered, it is 10% off. So even on an auction where that value is so stellar already, you would save another 10% off that too. So we need to chat, and we need to see what's at stake here and get you a better up. I've got nobody on the phone lines now where it would happen to my shoppers. That $10,000 open scared everyone away, and now we're at, well, we were at 5, and now I'm at 4, and I got nothing doing. And we'll do a $10 increment, by the way. $10 on the increment, no problem. So, shall we? Not going to be 4,000. Okay, well, I've seen crazy things before. I'm going even lower, but I'm kind of here under cost already. And then I'm not even considering there would be $400 extra off. That'd be 36. It's a problem. And we may not have enough audience today to do this. I know Sundays are not the big audience we've got on Saturdays. That makes sense. And it'll be that way through February. First week in February. We know that. So again, kind of that's what happens this time of year. We're going to make it better than $4,000. I'll go $3,900. Every little bit counts. You would still save your 10% when you win. So you would have a potential savings near $400 that would go backwards off of your bid. So how about that for a value? And just got to stay in the yellow gold. So the only thing we'll need to know from you is what size would you like, and for whatever finger on the hand you want to wear it on. And if you're not sure, you make your best guess. And the good news is it's going to be perfection. It really will. It's a great ring that can be worn multiple ways, men's or ladies. It's bold, yes. It's not for the dainty lovers of jewelry. If you like small jewelry, teeny jewelry, no, this one's not for you. Please wait for something different. This designer doesn't do a lot of dainty jewelry, I will say. They're really specialists in big and bold, and of course you start with big diamonds and then you put them all together in 3 rows and you stagger those rows, and it's going to be a bigger look. How about this? How about $3,800? $3,700, $36. Don't give me that look. I know. I got people going, what is she doing? She's got a $15,000 ring and now she's at 36. Come on in. I'm telling you, I'm giving away jewelry. What are they going to do to me? Right? My job is to move the jewelry, especially in the clearance show. I got basically 5 more hours, not even. I got 4 hours and 45 minutes total in the next 2 shows to clear out all this inventory, including, yes, the brand new piece that we're seeing right now. So instead of 36, what's up? Anybody thinking about it? Well, you know something's gone awry when Ping decides to come. What are you doing here? Huh? What? What? Oh, you're saying hi to me? Yeah, right. Oh, that hi. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. You know what? When the head of the jewelry department comes in to say, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just going to take a seat here for a minute and just get comfortable. Hi, Ping. $3,600 and we don't have an open. And I'm not sitting. I'm just new position. just kind of hanging out. We're not going to do 36. Seriously, she's out here. She's not leaving. She's like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I know. I had to wait till she left. She's literally going, what are you doing? They have monitors back there. They know. She coming out going, excuse me, we're under cost. Yeah, we're going to be more under cost when you take your 10% off. But instead of $3,600, let's go $3,500. These are the big diamonds. You get 19 of them. 11 points, give or take, 11, 12 pointers, whatever. They all might be a bit different, but about 11. And we are looking for $3,500. I hear a phone ringing. That's good. Oh, I need help. So much help. So $3,500 is what we're going to look for here. And keeping in mind that it's a $10 increment and you would go backwards by $350 or more. It'd be a minimum. That'd be a minimum savings after you win. It'd be a minimum of $350 off because, right, you get that and then the bids could go higher. I certainly hope they do. We were supposed to start at 10, and then I got you to 5, then I got you to 4, and then look where we're at. I don't even want to say it, but you can see it right there. It's happening live. So let's give it 60 seconds to get this one started and $3,500 to get it going. What? For this huge ring with all these bigger diamonds? And we have a last call, well, basically trying to get that open. Let's see if anyone's thinking about it. I heard a phone ring, but I don't know if they're on this one. So what's new, everybody? What should we talk about? Was Santa good to everybody? What's the New Year's plan? What are we doing this New Year's? We don't have an open. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at a great ring. What's up, Jason? What? No. Really? Come on. So stop the clock, Tony, please. Please stop the clock. I want to just have a chit chat here. We have one bidder who might be, you're going to give me the open, maybe? Here's what I'm going to do. I refuse to have one bidder on this auction. I refuse. I'm going to go low. This is the deal I'm going to make you. I'm going to start lower. I'm going to start lower in hopes of getting more bidders in. I know it seems counterintuitive, but I'm going to try it because maybe, just maybe, I want to get participation. Listen, if I could price that at $3,500, don't you think I would have? If that was a $3,500 ring, it would have been the first piece up here at 10 o'clock Pacific time sharp, and I would have said, here it is, $3,500 bucks, and it'd be gone. And you know what? We'd have probably 80 people that would say, what, how did I miss that? Where did that go? Why'd that go so fast? That's not a $3,500 ring. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not starting at 35. I want participation. I want to get everyone the opportunity. We have someone else thinking about it over here. Let's make it $3,400. I'm going to try everything I can possibly do here. And I think that's probably been achieved. Men's rings don't go for this price. Maybe back when I started in 2016 here. I started in the business way back in 2000. I've been in the business here since 2016. It was November 5th when I was officially on the air for my first show. It was the day before the 2016 election. It was a wild time. So here's the thing, guys. I've never seen a men's ring, even historically, and gold was not $4,400 an ounce then. But I've not seen men's rings of this caliber go for that price ever. This is a whole different level. Granted, we haven't seen it before. We haven't done rings like this historically before. You know what our 1 carat 44 diamond ring is? You remember the Wall of Diamond Gents ring? We have this ring that's been here since before I even got here. And it's a carat 44 in diamonds. It's in less gold. And guess what? It's white diamonds. So it's lesser diamond weight by a mile. It's white diamonds, which I think we all understand are more, you know, basic than the fancies. And that ring, by the way, I looked at it yesterday because someone requested it. They wanted to know what the price went. The price went up a bit. That ring is $49.99 for a carat 40 in white diamonds. That's just the way it is. This ring is supposed to be $15,000. I'm looking for $34,000. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to make, this is my final offering. I'm going to give it 60 seconds, and I hope to the jewelry gods above that we get this open. And if you do want to still start it, then guess what? We'll see if we've got a lot of people coming in or not. Maybe it's just not that day. I'm going to make this $3,300. It's my final offer. I'm giving it 60 seconds, and we should have the open. And then we'll go from there. We're going in $10 increments. You still get 10% off. That would be $300. You know why that's so wonderful? You would not even pay $3,000. If you, let's just put it out there because you want to see the math. That would be $330 off. That's going to take you under $3,000. You can't do a men's, I can't make you a men's ring like that for $3,000. Take a look at it. We are in last call for the open and we may have it. So it's 60 seconds, $3,300. You wouldn't even pay $3,000 if you win it. Do we have the open officially? Yes, I can try it on the middle finger. I had it on the ring. I had it on the index. Let's do it on the middle. And keeping on, please understand this is made in a size, I think it's a 10 right now, I'll check. But it's a 10 because it's, you know, kind of where we start men's rings usually. And so that's about a size 10 right now. So it's just a little large on me, but here it is. That would be what it looks like on a middle finger. And it still gives you, this isn't changing. This size, this length, the diamonds aren't changing. It's just the ring size itself. So it's kind of like the inner diameter is what changes. Nothing else does. Let's do all the fingers. I mean, well, why not? There it is as a thumb ring. Probably wouldn't do that, just sits up too high. I love it here. Like gals, guys or gals, but I think gals, if you're liking a bigger ring, you're gonna wear it there or maybe here. We just had it on the middle finger. I'll show it on the ring finger as well. Here it is on the ring finger. And then a lot of guys might wear this as a pinky ring as well. The east-west set rectangular design helps you with that a little bit. And here it is, just to give you kind of an idea there. Obviously a little large there, but anyway, do we have 33? No? Yes? Got it? All right, we've got the open. And one bidder. Well, that works too. And maybe this was all for nothing. Was this all for nothing here? I was hoping to get a lot of people in by dropping the open again and again and again. And here we are at 33. We do have the open at 33. All right, well, let's go. A final 2 minutes and we'll see the end. I could spend the next hour and 40 minutes. You know what, before I do that, I could spend I have an hour and 39 minutes with you. So I got like, you know, good amount of time here. But not a lot when you consider we have a lot of inventory to go through and I'm gonna need requests, haven't had one yet. This is, please understand that if we've got the open, so $3,300, you're gonna be under $3,000, which is just hard to say. It's hard for the words to even come out because that is not a $3,000 ring. I have had very basic gents rings here in recent weeks that have been $3,000 that had nowhere near the quality, the weight, the value of these diamonds, which you can hardly put a price tag on these days. It's over $60,000 in the retail store. They have retail stores. They sell on cruise ships. They even sell on another network that is, you know, I think they're still around. I think they dropped a bunch of their affiliates, but they're still around. They're one of those 24-hour things, wheels. So, you know, they sell there, and you know that this is not a $3,000 ring, but just want to make sure that you're reminded that it is an extra 10% off, which would be $330 at least savings. So let's give it 2 minutes and then we'll say goodbye. All right, so that one's gonna be done. $3,300. We have the open and it will go. So now we just need to know if there's anybody else who wants to give it a little bit of a chance here. You wanna throw in your hat in the ring, as they say. Do it now and fully finish there on the inside. The larger, that's the difference here. You know, the last men's ring I had, the one that we had 3 of and sold out, the difference was that was a lot of little stones. And it was a great ring, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's why it was gone. But it had a lot of little stones, pave. This is a totally different deal in that these are well over 10 points apiece on each individual stone. So that's the difference here. And we've got 90 seconds left say goodbye to that one. And then we'll get to that really special. I've got a brand new morganite that's amazing. Got some, ladies, we do have that bypass ring still here, by the way. So you know it's an interesting day when we've had a piece already from this designer line stick around today, which has never happened prior to today. So that's something important. We'll show you that again. It was the 3-carat 33 ring that we had as well. And it looks like this one's going to be gone at 33. So congratulations. We'll wait out the next 60 seconds just to, you know, be official here, but it looks like it's going to go. And they're probably awfully glad that we saved them all that extra money on that open in the first place. So a really nice way to go there. And our last call, 48 seconds, then it'll be officially done and gone. We'll get to a fabulous ruby that we have. This ruby is like $1 million ruby. And it's only slightly better in price here. It's a really important ruby that we have. And please get requests in, anything you want to see. There's the, look at that ruby. That is called crystalline. That's an actual, like, museums wish they had that kind of material. That's a crystalline ruby, and emerald cut as well. We have ruby rings, we have the ruby necklace. We'll do something wild there. Okay, last call. This one's gone at 33, it looks like. We'll just wait it out, 12 more seconds to go. Thank you so much. And we're gonna get to some diaspores here. Please get requests in. If you have them, we got a big blue zircon here. That is a very electric bright blue color. Boy, that did not go as planned here, but congratulations, that's gone. Enjoy it. Look at this design. This kind of looks like all one fabulous piece. Now, I do have diaspora as well. This is really pretty, isn't it? This is a yellow tourmaline with some green color to it. Isn't that fabulous? So unique. I think that's amazing. And it's 112, 5478. Look at that. I think that is so special. It's not for everybody, but I just could not resist. And the way this is done with the bow tie effect, which we'll call it what it is, it's a radiant cut, but how beautiful is that? Isn't that something? It's so stunning. It's rare tourmaline. It's called a jaunite, but this one's got a real rich kind of green, golden, yellow color to it. And it's 1022 in the size, 9 points in the diamonds, perfectly mimicking. Don't we love how that's done? It's the mimic where the entire bail is done in the shape and the design of the cut of that stone as well. So it's really impressive. I think that's one of our best here. And I just can't get enough of it. It's awesome. And we've got one and it's an incredible value. So I know we had those golden tourmalines and we had some great zircons. We've had a lot of these great golden stones of late. And this one, definitely one of the beauties. And just straight out from the vault here, a special piece. Look at it on the hand here so you can see the size perspective because it is quite large. And there you can see it almost reminds me a little bit of diamonds, the chameleon diamonds we see. I've never had a 10 carat, but kind of gives that look certainly. And here it is, 1.25 inches top to bottom, and let's get it out the door. It's going to go in a hurry, we know that, and keep on calling. If you have requests, guys, let us know what they are. Oh, I was going to show that. Yeah, Tony, you're right. I got to show that on the neckline here. Let's do that very quickly so you can see what that would look like from a distance away. There it is. It's just so fascinating because every time it moves, you see a slightly different color. It reminds me of diaspores and chameleon diamonds where every time they're in a slightly different light, the faceting reflects different colors. Let's go back up close. It's got a good size bail, so it'll hold your bigger chains, and we're gonna blow it out right now for you. Easy, very affordable, should never be this price tag. Used to be $12,999, and that was some time ago. We're gonna take it a lot less than that for you and make this as simple as you could ever imagine an exotic stone going. This is definitely it. So come on in and let's make it happen for you. And we'll blow it out for only, you know what, skip $3,000. I was supposed to do $29.99. Let me give you some extra. We got to move a lot of jewelry in 90 minutes. A lot of jewelry. So we're going to do, because we got 90 minutes today and 3 hours on Wednesday. That's that and 25 vault clearance. So here we are, your last chance. Let's blow it out right now for $24.99. And that'll be $22.49. At checkout. Let's take advantage of that big value right there. Yes, you've got this one. Congratulations. And, you know, we're going to stay in that colorway here. Thank you so much. Enjoy it. And 1.25 inches in mostly gem. And then here it is. Okay, so I flashed this earlier. This is downright reds. Forget pinks and purples. Look at that. What a piece. I think that is pretty special. 1129037 is our 1602 Asher. Thank you on that pendant, by the way. I'm trying to listen in and see you got it. And then I'll recap. Yes, we'll recap the 3 carat 33 ladies diamond ring from that designer as well. But this one's 9037. It's our 1602, because there was a 1680 that reminds me of this one, but here we added the really big yellow diamonds, 38 points there. And that is something else, isn't it? Look at that. Saturation doesn't even begin to cover it. We're very busy on the phone lines. This is pinks and purples, and then it's got the greens and the champagnes, and it's so much saturated. It's like we dialed up the saturation here. It really is stunning, isn't it? I think that is one of our best. Well, I know it's one of our best because we've had great stones, yes, but this one is a top tier opportunity. It really is. It is something. And we're going to go ahead and take it down right now. Yellow diamond's going to be almost 20 points a piece there. I'm going to show it to you on the hand. And then thank you again. Thank you on the men's ring. We've got the ladies piece to recap coming up from the same designer. Jason, who got that pendant, by the way? Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, I know her collection pretty well at this point. So yeah, she'll love that. She will. Let's take this on down, guys, because we're really ready here. 1602. I know we're blowing out some jewelry. We've got 90 minutes left to go today. Love the yellow diamonds beside it. Here's what it looks like. I know it's a bigger ring, kind of like we've been seeing some bigger pieces here, and we can continue, but there it is. Look at how it just, see? Where are those reds coming from? Suddenly you're wondering, is it a blue wing because of the amount of red you're seeing come through on the stone? Blues, aquas, kiwi greens, all there, and absolutely beautiful, is it not? That's something special. So now we just need to go a lot lower on the price tag than, yeah, $17,999 is not going to work. Stays in the yellow gold, will size it for you. I mean, it's just fascinating to me. It's given purples now. Then you turn it and suddenly it's like aqua blue greens coming through. It's like, is it Paraíba? Is it blue wing? Is it red ruby? Is it a champagne diamond? It's kind of given everything. And yet you're not even seeing the color change. When you go into a different light source, like let's say UV, back to the wheel we go. If you go into UV lighting, you would see every bit of red that you're seeing right there, that whole stone goes red. Right now, it's that champagne, green goldens, there it goes, kiwis on you right there, and then it can go straight up, look at that, pink and reds, amazing. And then those yellow diamonds, perfect with the yellow gold. We're gonna blow it out right now, it's not even $79.99. Big value, huge moment. I'm going to take it down to $4,999 instead. It is very, very important. So that'll be for one caller. We get you $500 off, so $44.99 only. And then we've got a little, okay, it's not little, but it's special. It's really unique. We have the pink. I flashed earlier and I said, is that a pink diamond? It kind of looks like a carat plus pink diamond. We have a very, very special stone coming up, and then the top of the hour is going to be, we haven't seen tanzanite in a few days. We're going to see some great tanzanite. I mean, not at least anything in the classics. We've had a couple requests. They've been quick to go. We also have one more moonstone. If you missed out on the one that sold earlier, the cushion cut, I do have, ooh, blues and greens. The last one had a sheen of pink and red. This one's going to be more blue and green coming your way. This one's only $44.99. Let's move on. So this is a bottom of the hour opportunity. And it's outstanding. We were just talking about, is it pink or is it purple coming through? I have a stone here that is supposed to be peach. Light, fair, very pale, peachy color. This is different. And wait till you see this value. It's going to be 1 carat 27 on item number 9970. And you have a beautiful Asher cut stone, pure pinks, blues and purples. When do you see a morganite, yes, a pink beryl, do this with the color? It's a 127 stone. It has 11 points in diamonds. There's simplicity to it. I'm going to try it on the hand here. Oh my, get ready. This is so elegant. Rose gold only. Rose gold because, well, is there a better combination for a morganite that's that color? Listen, if a morganite is a lighter color, like it typically is, like a very pale kind of earthy peach, go ahead. doesn't, you know, doesn't really matter if it's in white gold, whatever. This is that stronger color, so we want the pink to match the pink. Pink gold, pink morganite. True pink color, carat 27 is the size, diamond weight is 11 points. They're white diamonds down the sides. Look what the Asher cut does. The difference between princess and Asher is grand. Remember, this is a step faceting in a square. So it may not have that burst of that faceting like a princess cut would have, but I don't know if you're going to have any way to get more light or liveliness from that stone than what you're getting right here. So time to move it. And instead of, seriously, I've never seen a morganite give that much purple and blue. You see it, right? Because I don't know, everyone's monitor is a little bit different and I'm looking at it in person, but also watching this. It is like looking at right there, it looks like purple diamond or tanzanite. On the inside, along these inner facets that are just lighting up, it is something special. I've got a, okay, $33.99 price tag. This is what happens when you get private collection premium pink morganite. Let's take it down. First caller on this one, here's what I'm going to do. It's $33.99 should be. We're going to take it a lot lower. We have less than 90 minutes left in our Sunday, and we have basically 3 hours left in the vault clearance. Buy to 25, ends on Wednesday. Take advantage of it. We got a really special New Year's party, yes, on New Year's Day, but if you want 10% off, you're shopping now. You're shopping now, you're requesting now, you're getting your favorites before they go up in price, or before, in this case, before they're just melted down. So here's what we have on the rose gold. Thank you. Here's what we got going on. First caller, let's make it happen, and let's get it out of here for $999. I'm giving it 60 seconds. I'm going to make it the easiest, best value you can imagine and see right there. $999, and it's really $899. What happened to $2 grand for a band? We're discounting. We're discounting, and it's a brand new item. You're not seeing anything like this. We haven't seen any morganites and Asher cuts in a long while. I think I've had one ever. So to get this kind of color play, and you got 45 seconds or maybe even not that much time, it's just depending on who shops it first. I mean, that is outstanding. 35 seconds left to go. Take advantage of it. The diamonds are actually set right through the middle, but there's still a little bit of band there. You know, that's the thing. It's not like the diamonds are taking up. We did a wider band. So what that means is you still get like a border of the rose gold on either side. Do we have our first request of the day? Oh, thank goodness, because we have like 85 minutes left. I want to make sure we get all those requests in. And we know how many of you are going to miss this event when it's gone. So, Dot, you have the best taste. I love this pendant. We're going to show you. It's actually, well, it's a brooch. And I mean, technically you could, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. It's a great request. Thank you. A very unique request. We've got a brooch, and I guess you would have to put a chain through it. I thought this had a bail. Oh, it does. Okay, good. Does it? Well, kind of. Yes, it does. Okay, good. Like, I remember this one having a bail. It does. We'll talk about it. We got a request coming up. $8.99 on this ring. Wow. Stays in the rose. You're just going to tell me what size you need. That's it. Just tell me what size you like. Quarter size, half size, you got a weird ring size, no problem. We do it all for you for that reason. I'm always marveling at the fact that, you know, and I get it, jewelry stores are not a factory. They don't have like manufacturing abilities on their premises. But, you know, even if you offer like a 5 through 10 and you're giving a whole size of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay, but I don't know about you guys, I'm not a perfect size 5 or a perfect size 6, right in between most of the time. So how does that work? Not everybody's going to fit and adapt into one even full ring size. So we're here to, you know, obviously we make the jewelry, we want to customize it and modify it as, you know, as perfectly true made for you as possible. That's really the idea. Okay, so our last call, $9.99. If you'd like it, let me know. We've got a request coming up. It's $37.24. That should go. And then here we go with this one. This one is really fabulous. I'm going to start with it on the hand, actually, because it is a brooch and pendant. There is a little bit of a slight bail situation, whether they intended that or not. There's a little section right up here where you can actually slip a chain. So I'm actually holding it there. So that's how you know. So I'm holding it where your chain would be if you decide to wear it as a pendant. Otherwise, it has that full pin that goes the length of the piece vertically this way. So you can still wear it that way or this way or wherever you want. But the peridot, that's a peridot. You might look at that and think, that is the most gorgeous Paraíba I've ever seen. Yeah, it looks like a bright neon green Paraíba. It's our best peridot. Now, it's 18 karat and 14 karat. So I'm guessing what they did here was they probably did, because I don't know where there's a breakdown, but do we know? Because I'm guessing by the look of it, it's probably 18 karat in the yellow and 14 karat in the white, but honestly, I don't know how that breaks down, but it's just gold. So 18 karat and 14 karat, and then 680 on the cushion cut. And then you also have a really beautiful, that peridot is just everything. That looks like a $20,000 Paraíba all day long because the glow and the gleam it has. Then it's an 11-point diamond weight. I don't know, it looks more than 1.25 inches, but let's check it out. It is way more. So yeah, I don't know where that 1.25 inches came from, but it's actually an inch, it's more than 1.5 inches. I wouldn't call it 1 3/4 inches, but I'd call it 1 5/8 inches. So yeah, definitely a larger piece here. So you see there, I guess that could be this perspective, maybe. Yeah, it's an 1.25 inches side to side, but definitely lengthwise, it's more. So we're going to give you great value here. Wow, this is a big value. New markdown since I've last seen it. $49.99 is where it started. 2 tones of gold. We'll show it up close as well, but I want to give you that size perspective on so you can see it there just to see what that's going to look like from a distance away. And then we'll take it up close so you can also see the stone really well because that's important too. And here we go. A beautiful idea. Yeah, up close is going to be a relative term because I got to go way back just to even fit the whole thing in. But you see the texture to the, both golds have the texture. You have great texturing to the yellow and the white, and I would say, yeah, probably safe to say it's 18 karat yellow, 14 karat white. Here it is, but it's all gold, no platinum, and there you can see that inside detailing. Your carat weights are going to be inscribed on the inside, by the way, but that I'm serious, that does not look like peridot. That looks like Paraíba. I couldn't price it at $49.99 if it was Paraíba, so certainly couldn't go less. That's where I'm going to take it. Make it $1,699. That's it. And you get another $170 off that price too. So how about it? Great value, $16.99 with your discount. That'll be $15.29. And that is by request. Speaking of, Patrice, we've got your trapiche, or we should call it a trip. Well, I was trying to put Patrice in trapiche, but that's a bit of a tongue twister. Patrice, we'll call it. I don't know, trapiche and Patrice. I mean, they got the same letters in them. So I kind of like that. Seriously, you can spell trapiche with the letters of her name. I don't know what I can spell with the letters of my name in gemstones. I don't think much of anything. But that's pretty cool. So trapiche coming up in a ring. That's on the way next. And then we've got $16.99, but $15.29 on that one. Jason, let me know if you've got it. Hopefully that's a requester. If not, again, that is just one of the most that is just, I don't see peridots do that. We have good peridots, but peridots don't usually look that neon and bright. That is off the charts good. I'd get it, yeah. Dog tag again. Do they have a preference on gold color? No. Okay. We'll show the dog tag again. That was a request earlier as well. Jason, you don't have this one yet? Okay. So you can get it if you want to. All right. So it sounds like that one may be gone, I think. And then here comes the request for Patrice. What a beauty. You guys are really, I love the exotics that are coming out. You've got the pendant / brooch, and that's gone. The peridot's gone. Now we're getting into the greens, but in a whole different variety. And rare, oh yeah, it's beyond rare. 1125189. Let me know early, Patrice, if that's the one you're looking for in light, because that's our 5189. It is, yes. Okay, that big Asher cut. Congratulations, who got it? Oh, good, Linda, thank you so much. Enjoy the diaspora. And then I hope, Joanne, that was Dot who was getting that piece there. Was that our, oh, someone else? Oh, boy. Okay, well, guys, again, please let me know early. Patrice, probably a shout out to you to get on the phones early here because we got some pieces going that aren't going to the requester. So that's okay. We go with the first caller. But this is item number 5189. That's a 325 trapiche, so it's quite large. Then you have your yellow diamonds. And the yellow diamond weight is 23 points and the white diamond weight is 47. So a total weight here of, well, 70 points. That's nice. And boy, are those bright yellows too. Really vivid, really intense. Super, super rich. And then the trapiche is a naturally formed. You've got this nucleus within the emerald. It's still emerald, but and it's glowing. Man, I didn't think a trapiche would ever hold a candle to that peridot, but it's like we're looking at the same type of neon in the stone. It really is stunning. And so we've got the yellow diamonds, the white diamonds, all of that happening. And then you get, yes, a whiter band. It's all in two-tone gold. It's going to stay that way. And look at how this is so important. And I just got to say, this is so clever and so thought out. They finished it on the inside. Why? And still, by the way, pretty remarkable that you're getting the glow you are when it's finished on the backside. They do that not to enhance the stone. This is a little bit more delicate of a stone, so like we don't want to have to do harsh cleaning. And a lot of times our stones, they get dirty mostly from the back. Like it's easy enough to clean the top surface of your stone and give it a little light, you know, soft cloth, soap and water, nice cleaning every now and then. Maybe you just wash your hands with your jewelry on, but the backside is where stones get the dirtiest. And so that's all fine and well if you're just dropping pieces into an ultrasonic cleaner or any of those weird solutions. But if you're dealing with more precious, more delicate stones, you don't want to just drop them into those weird solutions. So I'm all for that for diamonds. I use those myself. It's a quick and easy way. I mean, I'm like using it every single day where I'm dropping my diamond earrings all the time. Because, you know, hairspray, hair, makeup, we're all women, right? So you're probably wearing your jewelry and wearing other things as well, right? So we know that pieces of jewelry get dirty. And so I'm loving I love those little, you know, dip trays and whatnot. You drop your diamonds in, you clean them right up, and in 40 seconds you're out the door with brand new sparkling earrings. But there are other pieces that we just don't want to do that with, and this would be one of them. So they basically just seal it from the backside. There's this, it adds more gold to it, of course, but you're basically preventing any way for that stone to get dirty from the underside. So it's just all right here and ready to go, and you only have to give it a good, nice little, you know, polish and cleaning from the top. So here we are with our 325, and let's blow it out. It's a big value. $99.99 is where it started. Going significantly lower right now, and then we'll show the dog tag. We're getting all these requests in order here, but we're going to make this simple and easy and get it out for under $5,000. It's not $5, it's not $49, it's not even $39.99. We're blowing it out truly. This is the way to go. We're going to make this only $3,777. That way you get an extra nearly $400 off. It'll be $33.99 at checkout. And then we'll show the dog tag coming up. This was a request earlier today. My own design. We started with this many, many, many moons ago. It was years ago, actually. And we have it today in the diamonds and in the gold and in that beautiful, it's custom made. So we're going to see that one more time as well. And then $37.77. But don't forget, that comes down below $3,400 if you'd like it, and I'll try it on for you after I show this, which is the fabulous dog tag pendant. This is going to be where you're going to supply your own chain, and it's white, yellow, or rose gold, and then the Old English embossing as well. Diamonds all the way around it. It's 111, 4658. By the way, here's the trapeche on the hand, while we also see the dog tag. But there it is. Look at the glow on that trapeche, and then I'll show you the dog tag as well. If you missed that earlier, remember, a lot of people are thinking about the dog tag because it takes some time to figure what letter you'd like to choose, but we're doing A through Z. You'll see the font, you'll font in the full alphabet in a moment, but there's that trapeche emerald. That should go to somebody, and yeah, showing you multiple things. This was here earlier. It's down to $14.99. We have white, yellow, rose to choose from, and then you can choose to have it plain without a letter, or you can choose a letter of your choice. And that, of course, in the Old English font only. Here's the alphabet to show you what your letter is going to look like, A through Z, or like I said, if you're debating between, I don't know, an L and a B, whenever I do initials, I never do my own. So yeah, I don't do L's or B's, but I do have some favorites. So again, you can see what it's going to look like. But look at that. That is a great look. So bigger style, that's going to be 1 3/8 inches. There's our trapeche for $33.99 at checkout, and this one will be $13.49 at checkout, and got a great size to it. And then I'll show it on the neckline as well, so you can see it right there. So you can see what that's all about. I know it picks up a lot of the glare there, but you can see at that angle. So it's all going to be mirror finished except for the engraving of your letter, and that you can see it's pretty bold. So it's meant to be readable even from a distance away, so you can always read what it is as far as, you know, what you're trying to convey here with the personalization aspect, but also great for, you know, somebody just contacted me and said, I've got a new grandbaby, I need another initial style. Some people, it's a new bride and they want to honor maybe they're taking a new name, maybe they're adding a hyphenate. These also look great stacked and layered. I love seeing multiples together and wearing them at different lengths, and obviously the length of where it's going to sit is dependent on the length of the chain you use. We'll go back up close and we'll show you again right there what the yellow gold looks like, and those are fine VS diamonds all the way around. And yes, of course, it's finished on the back side as well with that hallmark and your highly polished. So that's the dog tag. That's all custom made for you, $13.49 on that, and a very big look. And then we also have the trapeche still here, and then I'm going to show you, I think our morganite might still be here. We're checking on availability functionality there. I do want to recap this ring as well, because it's one of the major rings of the day. It's and it's still somehow here, which never happens, in this designer style. And keep calling on the dog tags, or let me know if you have any questions, or if you need to see the alphabet, or if you just want to listen. You place the order now so you get the discount and get it for $13.49. But if you want to think or ask somebody, let's say it's a gift, and you want to ask them what initial they prefer, just to make sure you get it right, you can always call us back tomorrow or next day before we actually start creating it for you, and you can let us know what your initial. But get the order placed so you can save the money. Here's 112-9972 from earlier as well. But we know we have audience that's coming on in. So very well done. Where was Linda calling us from, by the way, Jason? She got the diaspora, right? Oh, really? Well, we'll have it right out for her. Enjoy it. It's a beauty. I hope one day I just spot it on a lady in California and, oh, Linda, is that you with that gorgeous diaspora? Like, that's the kind of ring you never forget. But here we are with our fabulous bypass style 333. That's the largest diamond weight I think we've seen thus far from this designer. Very proud to bring it to you. And look at the purples. It's not just yellows and greens. It's got a bright couple of purples here that are really awesome. Look at this, greens and champagnes and the different colors of yellow. There's a really good saturated purple over there. I mean, you can't miss it. And the greens, everyone natural. These stones are even larger than what we saw. What do we calculate? We calculated, I think it was 22 diamonds on this one. So at 333, they're each, you figure, about 15 points. So even bigger than the men's ring. The men's ring were on average 11 points. These are about 15 points or more. Great finishing on the inside. Love the way this wears, especially as an index finger ring, middle finger ring, really anywhere on the hand it works. But this one's down to $34.99, which takes you to $31.49 at checkout. So big value there. And I think our trapeche is still here if you'd like to get it. And then we still have a couple pieces left from hour number one, like the Imperial topaz we had. The sphene we'll recap as well. The trapeche is here just from a few minutes ago. And then here you go. Did you get a dog tag necklace, Joanne? Wonderful. Who was that? Wonderful. So excited. Did she already choose her letter? Yes. Oh, good. All right. Did she go with a K or a C or? Okay. All right. Sounds like she's going with her name. Oh, I like that. So here we go with $34.99, and let's make this one possible. Just a reminder. So that's $31.49 at checkout. This also, a little bit surprising, but again, maybe a first hour deal here. This was that sphene, brand new today, with this really fabulous starburst type of mounting. And it's item number 1129964. So there's a big top of the hour coming up. We'll get some tanzanite and some rubies. We'll also do our moonstone as well. We've got about 10 minutes until the last hour kicks off. So if you have any requests, keep them coming. We had a nice little flurry of requests there, and one of which is still available. You can still call them the trapeche, but this is wild. It is our 125 color changing sphene, goes from green to red, but you're always going to get that dynamic brilliance, and it's second to none. This diamond mounting is new as of yesterday. Yesterday we had a blue zircon. Today it's a color change sphene, and it's 54 points in diamonds. And somehow we made this the $22.99, which makes it an extremely affordable color changing round. So there it is, yellow gold, or, oh no, this one does stay in yellow, but I think, again, that's been our most popular choice of gold color with a color change sphene, and such a rare, phenomenal gem with that really high dispersion level. So a big value there. And of course, well, you are going to be just a little over $2,000 on that one at checkout. So a big, big value. So call me and let me know if you'd like that one, because it's one only, and everything going to start going here. And we got that last hour headed our way, and we have a big blue zircon, and we had the fabulous, oh, I've got a Sierra Santa Maria, almost 8 carats in size. Wait till you see the price tag we're going to bring you. And morganite, by the way, if you want the morganite, $8.99 for that Asher Cut morganite. And then we also have the, we had 2 of our multicolored pieces, the bird design, which was the pendant, and also the ring, the bypass ring, which may be going right now. Also had that buff top fire opal earlier today, the new find of that mint green tourmaline, and our Cognac diamond. Still hanging out, and that was the big size of the Cognac. So $22.99 on this one. I'm shocked. Big aqua, anybody? Let's just show it. Give it a little flash. Okay, a big flash. Look at that. That's an aqua. That's some serious Sierra Santa Maria. And I'll give it away. I'm going to take the big stone we've got. And I know it needs rhodium on the sides. Already made a note about that. Here we go. 112-9305. It is 739 of Sierra Santa Maria. And not only that, huge diamonds going around it, 97 points there. And also white gold, stays in the white gold. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love it. Watch this on the hand, it's another big one. We got a lot of big rings today. And this one, little price. Love the big jewelry at the little price, that's always good. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Oh, this is definitely elongated. We're seeing that knuckle-to-knuckle presence on this one, and just stunning. And for anybody who says, well, that's on TV, it looks good, wonder what it's going to look like in real life, these are as saturated, if not more so. When you see them in person, when you see them in your own home, when you put them on your hand, it is second to none. That's our 7 carat 39 mega piece. It used to be, and this was only a few weeks ago, it was $12,999. It was on a wheel where it went $69.99. Now I'm bringing it even less. And when you already take 50% off and then it still stays, you got an issue. I have no issue right now bringing this to next to nothing, just to guarantee it goes, because also March is coming up. It'll be here before you know it. So let's get the big March's birthstone best of best out the door. Not 6,000, not 5. It is a 739, and we're already well under 1,000 a carat, plus the big diamonds. It's impressive when you get a carat in diamonds and a halo. Usually halos, even around big stones, even when you use big diamonds and even around big stones, they're still not going to get you much more than a half carat. This one does. This one is, let's make it yours. Let's take it on down. Make it, you know what, not even 49, not even 39. Let's go $3,499. Well, well, well. Darlene, we've got a request for you. It's my signet ring. I was just talking about this the last couple of days. A lot of people were asking me about it, wanted to know where I got it. Well, I'm going to show you where you can get it. The signet ring is coming up, and 1110619, 3150 on the aqua that you're seeing there. And we'll show you. It's hard to show you exact. Hey guys, do you have, Joanne, do you have one of those little, usually I keep my little display in this bag and it's not here. Do you have one of the little puffy stars that I can set this up with or display this with? Otherwise, I'll just have to hold it. But we've got a very special signet ring. It's my own piece that I wear every day that TVON was kind enough to make for your requests. So thank you. I knew I saw one the other day back there. Thank you very much. That'll make it easier to display this at the right angle. All right, yeah. Aqua gone. Thank you so much. So Darlene was asking, isn't this the cutest little thing there? It's a little star. It's a little star made of paper. See, we'll sell that later. But that is going to be how I'm going to display this. I might need to push it down a little bit. Yeah, this is not my first signet ring rodeo. I've presented this a lot, and I adore this ring. Obviously, this is the ring I'm most passionate about in my own collection, which is pretty vast, I must say. Yep, it's just a function of being in the business. I love jewelry, but this is a fabulous ring that is giving you, obviously, I cannot show you exactly what yours is going to look like unless you happen to be named Wanda Julie Long, whatever it is. But this is where we have got a fabulous, fabulous custom-made ring. It is in white, yellow, rose, so it's along the lines of the dog tag, but a little more personalized in the sense that you can choose to, yes, have it plain, or you can have the 3 initials. And the idea is to have them be 2 on the sides or more medium, and then the larger initial, which is usually the surname. If you are thinking in terms of monogram, you would put your last name traditionally in the middle. So your last name, first initial would be in the middle. And then you would put your first initial on the left side and maybe a middle initial on the right. That's how a typical monogram is done. But I always like to point out that you can think a little outside the box and not always do a traditional monogram. Mine is actually a monogram of initials, but you can do whatever you want. I know when my mother got hers, I asked her point blank, what would you like? Would you like your initials? Would you like it to say L-R-K? And she said, no. I don't want my own initials. I want my kids' initials around mine. So she ended up with L-R-B, and that is for her last name, the R, and then she did an L for me, and A B for that other kid she has, the brother. B for brother. No, it's B for Brian, but here we go. So she liked that idea. You can do whatever you want. You can obviously, I've chosen to use others' initials. I like that it honors. It's a great honor. It's a great memoriam piece. Honestly, it is just a specialty piece. It just is. I don't know anybody who's been watching TVON for any period of time that has not purchased one of these rings as for themselves or for a gift. It's men's or ladies. Yes, it's men's or ladies. It's 3/4 of an inch tall and wide. It is square, and it is designer, and it is custom made. I have the rose gold. The rose gold, these are all like pieces we put together as experimentation. That's what the SRS looks like in the rose gold. We have a yellow gold here that I always like to show my own because the yellow gold they did not do properly, but it at least gives you an idea. This one's a little offset. See, the initials are a little bit different there, but they're going to interlock. That's going to be the yellow gold. Point is you're going to choose, it's script, because we love the interlocking, and that's what gives it a little bit of extra meaning besides the initials themselves is the fact that you are bringing everything together. It's like they tie together and they're all linked. So that's the idea, and that's why it also makes sense to do like 2 kids' names, or maybe it's 2 pets' names, and really honor the different initials however you like, because that's kind of, again, the beauty of the script. And yet very readable, very legible. The one we do is a little more heavy engraving than the one I have. The one I have was not from TVON. We built it as a result of your request for it. So we did a few little modifications. It's the same size, it's the same weight, but we did a little modification of giving a little deeper, more intense engraving so that it's a little more readable. So that's going to be it, guys, and that's going to be, Darlene, if you like it, and considering all custom and a lot of gold and where gold's at today, like I said, you could pay $7,000, $8,000 easily for this amount of gold today with no diamonds and no stones. Ours is $14.99, and we are giving you that discount of 10% off. So it'll be $13.49 on that one. Now, if anybody has purchased anything in the last couple of minutes, let me know. And then we've got a last call here as we are now getting towards our very last hour. So white, yellow, rose. The first decision you make is the color of gold. The second decision you make is the ring size. You can go true to size on this one. And the third decision you make is whether you want initials or not, and then choose your 3 initials, and that's kind of the beauty of it. I mean, it's great by itself, but certainly has that personalized touch when you do the triple initials, all right? So Darlene, thank you for requesting that. And then we'll show a ruby piece. We've actually got a nice little top of the hour here. It's going to be our moonstone in the bridge. Then we're going to get to those big rubies. I've got 2 carat plus rubies here on the way, and that's going to be our 2 carat, different shapes and different looks for you, but we've got the moonstone coming up. So the moonstone I had earlier is already gone. The moonstones I had yesterday are gone. The moonstones I had Friday are gone. So let's bring this out to play because it's time. Top of the hour is now here. We're in our final hour of our Sunday. It's our final hour of our week. We don't see you till Wednesday night. And then it will be the final day of the 2025 vault clearance, which is just staggering to think about, but it is. We're almost there. So we've got, again, basically another 4 hours in total of our 25 vault clearance. So buy to 25 and also buy to the clearance sale. So here we are with another new one. This is my moonstone. It's 9923 and it's fabulous. And don't forget, signet rings are here. Give it some thought. We've got a few pieces left from the show. I'm looking at what's left. 6 pieces from the entire show, and a couple of them are mind-boggling. It's the sphene, the bypass multicolor designer ring, trapeche, which was a request, fire opal, etc. So we'll recap those, and they'll all go before the show is over. But let's talk a little bit about this one, a private collection fancy facet moonstone that is in a 152 size, and then 111 in the diamond bridge. Did you ever think about putting a moonstone in a bridge? Putting diamonds underneath this dazzling, colorful, bright stone. And when I say bright, let's make sure we're clear. It's not overly, it's not neons, it's not even primary colors really. It's about this softness of pastels, but every single color of the rainbow is there. And it just looks fantastic. It really does, it really is. And it's one of our few left, and we brought you a very affordable version just yesterday that was lovely. But now, going over the top. Remember yesterday's had what? 20 points in diamonds? How about 111 in diamonds? How about 2 rows running all the way underneath the ring? 2 rows, 4 in total, side to side, your halo. Look at this. There are those diamonds running all the way underneath, and you're going to just be amazed because the way these colors come together, in this beautiful moonstone. It's light, it's ethereal, but it's still very, very attention grabbing, I would say. Welcome into our last hour again. It's our last hour Sunday. So you've got about, well, at this point, 58 minutes to shop. The show, 10% off everything. Give us the request that you have as well, because the vault is open. I've got everything that has not been melted from yesterday's show and Friday night's show. Everything's out here. So if there's something that did not go over the last couple of days, you call, you check, we show it to you, and you're on your way with that big value of 10% extra off everything. So please take advantage of that. And then we've got the Carat 11 in diamonds in a brand new piece. Now, this bridge mounting used to be $3,000 way back when. When this first came out, it was a $3,000 mounting without the center stone, just to make the mounting. Then it got a little more pricey as gold did what it does. Let's take a look at it now, give you a big value. As a matter of fact, how about this? I'm looking at the ring at $69.99 today. That's what it should be. Let's treat you to an extra special discount, because I know how popular these moonstones have been, and somehow there have still been so many of you that have just missed out completely on them because they go so fast. So really want to make sure you also have a gold color choice. It's white, yellow, or rose. And let's try it on, because the way, there's only so much you can see from this angle, which makes, it seems odd because we're close. So you should be able to see everything. But watch what happens when I put it on the hand. You're going to end up seeing all the same colors from the moonstone, but then you get this interesting brilliance showing through the moonstone because of the diamonds behind it. So it's acting for the first time as something we have seen beautiful colors and kaleidoscopes and iridescence and all these amazing colors coming through, but now we're getting the benefit of having the diamonds underneath it. So it's playing totally differently than any other faceted moonstone has. And that's what makes this one so special. Every time you move it, it shows a different color. Purples, blues, greens, reds, pinks, lavenders, all the tones, even goldens. And look at that, from a beautiful lighter, think like if pearls could be sparkling. If pearls, if they could be a little cranked up on their colors, and yet they sparkled as well, because, you know, we can't facet a pearl. Pearls are naturally derived the way they're grown. So they have a round smoothness to them. This is like pearlescence, but to the nth degree. And it just is, so go with everything fascinating. I love the versatility this brings you. Let's go ahead and wow you with the price tag. Auction block moment. Otherwise, I think it's going to sit here at $69.99, and we're going to think about what could have been. Let's make it a lot easier for you than even $69.99. Big moment, big value. Let's get you on the lines ready to go. You're not going to spend $69.99 today. You don't have to, you don't need to, but we do need you on the lines, because this is going to be an auction moment where we're starting at less than 6 or 5 or 4. Even better than $3,500, because I want to get everybody in. And let's face it, this mounting used to be $3,000. It was first made, gosh, was it 2018? I think it was 2018. 2018, if my memory serves, was the first time we made this mounting. And so nearly 6 years ago, actually, no, more than that, 8 years ago now. 8 years have gone by, and it was $3,000 when it was first made, by just the mounting itself, no center stone, just regardless of what was in the middle. And now, where would it be? Well, actually, we can reference that, because we've got the manufacturing cost as of about 2 weeks ago, and now the mounting costs us well over this price. And I know that's kind of a tough transition to make. It's tough to get everyone used to what gold is doing and what the new prices are. So as we look at this and realize, okay, so now the mounting, the same mounting that used to cost $3,000, now is over $6,000 to make. It's more than doubled. And we're at $3,500, and this is with the center stone, with the premier best of the best moonstone you're ever going to see, and the fancy facet pattern that brings it to life. And it's not going to be $35,000. Let's keep going. We have no open yet, and we need to change that. That's got to change. So here's how we do that. Instead of $35,000, I'm going to go to $3,000. That way, you're getting the value the mounting by itself would have been 8 years ago. 8 years ago, mounting price. Instead, you're saving about nearly, I mean, we're saving like $4,000 on the mounting now. Plus, you're getting the stone for free. And we're looking for 3 $10 increments, and there would still be 10% off. That's wild. So let's give it a moment. Verifying on this one. $3,000 plus there would be 10% off, which would equate right now to $300 off. So it'd be $27 at checkout. If you decide to, you know what, we don't have an open. It's a tough go on the auctions, and I get it. You're probably saying at home the same thing my everyone in the jewelry department saying is, why are you doing an auction? That's already too low. It's too low. It's already going 10% off. You got the best value possible. We're going to take it even lower because I got to move this ring. Got a very small little lineup here left in the show to share with you. I need some requests too, because we'll help you out with those. We've got about 52 minutes left to go in the entire Sunday, so we're definitely looking for your requests, anything you'd like to see before we run out of time. I know it's tempting to wait till the final 2 minutes of the show. Please don't. Please don't. It's not enough time to show everybody's requests. We want to make sure that we help you out and get you in. But let's take a look at this. Go even lower than $3,000. I had to do this on an auction earlier and it got dicey. And it didn't end up resulting in any kind of activity on the auction block either. We just had one bidder. So here's what I'll do. It tells you a lot about this kind of Sunday. Tells you maybe something about the viewership today. I get it because probably everyone's on the road getting home. So from their travels over the holiday week. So how about this? It's not $3,000. It's not $29. What are we picking up over there, Jason? Did they get a signet ring? Who was it and what'd they get? Oh, Mary, she got a signet ring. What color? Love it. Yellow gold signet ring. Love it, Mary. Thank you. Enjoy. So 29, we're verifying. How about 28? How about 27? How about 26? I mean, come on. It's too good to stay here. Again, it sometimes comes down to just the price tag. It's not the ring. The ring's not the issue. Let's go $2,500. I'm $500 less than where the ring was, the mounting by itself, 8 years ago. And we've got a moonstone and we got gold at record highs. So don't worry about it because you ain't paying that. That's the beauty of what we're doing is that, and you're still getting another 10% off. So that would be $25? No, it'd be $2,250 at the moment. $2,250, if you were to win that at $2,500, which is what we're looking for and do not have, if you were to win that ring at $2,500 today, you would save another $250. You still have a money-back guarantee, the ability to change the gold color. We're going to do the free sizing, the free shipping, and all the extras we do. And yet we have no open at 25. So I'm going to give it 60 seconds, and then we'll see it out the door, hopefully. Hopefully we'll just get a little bit of action here. If not, no problem, we move on. But it is going to be important to get those requests, and we still have rubies coming up. They're the over 2-carat rubies. The ruby necklace is here. It's a 1-carat ruby. It's like $1 million. It's crazy because it's so good. It's really high end. So we'll show it just in case anybody's looking for the finest ruby we've ever had. But now it's time to go here. And let me know, I got Friday and Saturday, all that merchandise that might still be here. It's hanging out and ready to show you. And so last call on our show here, and 25, and we don't have the open yet. My gosh. All right, so we might be done with moonstones. That might be the signal that everyone who has wanted one does have one. At least that's my hope. I see that all the time with tanzanites. I think everyone's got one at this point, and thank goodness for that because we are just about out of them. So I'm thrilled that hopefully y'all have your tanzanites. If you don't yet, you can always, there is a 7-carat 46 here today. It is. It's again, it's a very important museum reserve. We've got some rubies to show you as well. I'll get you a big discount. I'll flash in the tanzanite that's here. Look at that one. Wow. It's a great looking oval. Specialty mounting, got some big rubies coming up for you. We'll do the quick little ruby value and the ruby discount that's coming your way. And then, oh, we still have those recaps. I've got some of my best pieces of the day that are still hanging out here for you, and they're all really affordable. So there's our 25. I guess we're gonna leave the moonstone for the melt. Let's show you these big 2-carat rubies, because the other day, it was maybe a week or two ago, I had some very large rubies. They all sold. So now we get to show you even more of them. Yes. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and sell it then. That's gone. Sold, done. All right, we'll take it. Take a look at this. This is the ruby heart shape. And then, oh, quickly, Ellen, I just got your request here, so let me show this for Ellen really quickly here. It's 1129675 before we get to our rubies. Here is the yellow diamond for you. So just got handed to me. We'll show you 9675. Then we will get the rubies up on the display for you as well. Congratulations. And then here we go with a 70-pointer. Oh, this is the 70-pointer that looks like a 1 carat all day. This is a 1 carat mounting, so it definitely has the size of whoa, 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 whoa. This is amazing. Thank you, Ellen, for this request. Listen, most of the requests I've had have gone out to other people. Call me if you love it. I am so stunned at what we're about to do on this value. It is our 70-point VS oval. Ovals always look bigger, but this one in particular. 11 points in the halo to match, and then another 65 points in the diamonds. That's the white diamonds around it. So grand total, 146. And looks every bit as specialty and classic as you could ever want a yellow diamond ring to look, especially with the double halo. Let's take a look at it. Two-tone gold, finished on the inside, and solid 14K. It is as it is. It is ready to go. I can get this out to you tomorrow. It looks like we can just size it and ship it and get it out, because it does actually stay in that gold colors. There are two. So it's the two traditional gold colors together, and that is, oh, I love this. It's, so let me just show you here. It's got a $59.99 price tag on it, right there. That's the ring. I know it's a very faint photograph, but it's $59.99. I'm switching everything you've ever known about yellow diamonds, and of course, being the natural diamond, being that really important size that we have here, that's incredible. Let's take a look at it up close. Let's get you a value. Let's save you a bundle, and let me also say this. Every single yellow diamond I've had that's 1 carat in size lately, and I'm talking about for months now, for months, we don't see them at any lower than $5,000. That's for a 1 carat. This is what we call a light 1 carat. It has the same visual look. It has the same size and dimension, but it's a 70-pointer. So you got a really good value coming your way. That's why, listen, $59.99 is a great price. This is where if you've wanted a 1 carat, but maybe that $5,000 price tag is a little steep for you, we can make that 5. We can make it better. I'm going to blow it out. We're going to give you a big 10% discount as well. You've got about 45 minutes to take advantage of that today, and then Wednesday night as well. That's that. This is not going to be $5,000 or even $4,000. This is the look that is so chic. I mean, classic double halo. It doesn't get any more iconic than that when it comes to especially diamond rings. Diamond rings have a certain panache to them that usually, if we're talking classics, we're talking about a double halo. This one is going to be incredibly affordable. It's no longer $4,000. It's not $39.99, and it's not $29.99. This is like the prices of yellow diamonds of old. If we go back to 6, 7 years ago when we first started bringing them here, now we're going lower. There is simply this. There's no other yellow diamond that looks like this in our entire inventory that is priced this way. It is like if, and by the way, when I started here, we did not have yellow diamonds. It was 2 years of hosting TVON before I ever had a yellow diamond for anybody. And when they did arrive, the first 1 carat I ever had was a 1 carat yellow diamond cushion cut square, and it was $6,500. Look at how what kind of progress we've made here. When everything in the industry has gone bonkers, mad in price, and yet now we're taking a diamond that, granted, is not 1 carat, but certainly looks it, and is nowhere near 29. This is just the value. This is the ultimate, like, wear it every day because it's a diamond. Like, you can't hurt it. Wear it every day, and even if you're going, I don't know, that's pretty fancy for every day, please wear it. Please enjoy it. Please enjoy and be proud that you have something so collectible that is all natural, not just origin in the diamond. I'm talking about natural color. And it's not even $29.99 either. Going lower right now, it just could not be better. I mean, really, could it? Could that be better than 29? Maybe if I do a vol clearance price tag to it, as we have 44 minutes left in our Sunday. It's not even $2,500 or $24.99. Are you thinking about it? I hope we have yellow diamond lovers dialing right now, because otherwise I don't think there's going to be much of a shot here to get in on it, especially when it's not even $24.99, which is $22.50 at checkout, but we're going to go even lower than $22.50 on the air, because then it would be another savings. And you know what? I'll make it even better. It is $1,999 done, and it will be $1,799 for you. And the big question is, who's going to get in first? That is the question. And it can go out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. So you got a great chance to pick it up here. and see it out the door, yes, but look at again on the hand, because you're going to see that you see rings on my hand every day. You know what they look like. You know how they scale out. That looks like a 1 carat, actually more than that, because the halo is the perfect match in the color. So when your eye is seeing it, you're seeing the diamond and the halo and its measurement, and that's what's giving the look as it's like a 2 carat or more. And that is even better, because I can't get you a 2 carat for $2,000. I just can't. All the values in the world, I can't bring you a 2 carat yellow diamond for $2,000. I can't bring you a 1 carat yellow diamond for $2,000. I can't usually bring you a ½ carat diamond for $2,000. I just brought you the 70 pointer with lots of diamonds around it, and it's $17.99. So I'll give it 60 seconds, then we'll get to our ruby value here, and then we have a beautiful ruby necklace. Then we'll do a recap, and hopefully we'll have some more requests, and that'll be it on our Sunday. But that is a very, very important yellow diamond. Very important yellow diamond. And get ready for the rubies, because this is one stone that does not get discounted unless you're shopping with us. And we don't usually discount them either. We usually just let them hang out in a vault. But today's the day we get to see a big discount on a ruby wheel, and they're all over 2 carats. Jason, what were you picking up over there? More signet rings going out. Thank you so much. Hi, Ellie. We've got Ellie's request too, which is a diamonds by the yard. So we'll get to this request really quickly. That is a fabulous ring. I don't think Ellen's going to take it. But again, anybody who does want it, $17.99 is yours. We have our very affordable 5-stone DBTY. It's our 31 pointer. Ellie, let's take a look at it on the hand here. I only have white gold to go out right now. So if you order the yellow or the rose, I'm going to do it for you, but it's going to go out probably in a week or two. But look at this. You're seeing all 5 stones in the necklace. It's going to be 3/4 the way around. It's 31 points in diamonds, and it's 1110456. And this is the most affordable of all of our diamonds by the yard. So welcome in to our last bit of Sunday. We've got white gold to go out. Now, I only have 6 of those. So white gold's going to be very limited. So you got to dial in very quickly. And again, last call on the show here, 5 stones, all separated by an inch or 2 of chain. Then you've got your adjustability built in, spring ring closure. There are 3 little O-rings here, so it can go 16, 17, and 18 inches. I'll try it on the neckline for you as well, so you can see how that's going to look. And I'll probably center it up a little bit better, because that's the point of doing the odd number, is so you can see it centered up. There will always see how it's going from right here to here. So basically everything that's exposed on the neckline as you wear it is going to be what shows. So diamonds separated, all equally spaced, and that's going to be our 31 points in diamonds. And white gold's ready. Yellow gold or rose gold can be made for you. And we're going to do this for under $1,000. It's not even $9.99. This is like one of those gifting moments too. Even though holiday gifting may be over, we know that for some of us, the gifting never stops, right? You've got other special occasions throughout the year. You're thinking ahead to the Valentine's Day, the birthdays, the anniversaries, just treat yourself moments, because when you get a diamond necklace you can wear every day and it doesn't cost hardly anything, that's where you want to shop. And we're going to do better than $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77. So suddenly it's less than the price of a chain by itself, and you're getting diamonds, bigger diamonds throughout. They're about 6 pointers each, and we're going to go lower than even $777 or $699. And again, operators only have 6 in white gold to go out right away. Everything else will have to be made. So the first 6 of you that ask for white gold, you'll get it shipped out tomorrow. The rest of you will have to wait. We're already very busy on the phone lines. It is $599 to get the necklace, but it's another $60 off that. And you can get more than one if you want to as well, which I highly, highly recommend. So $599, yes. The ring size currently on the yellow diamond, and you know we can size it to any size you need. Let me just get my other hand available, so I'm going to leave that there for a moment. The yellow diamond current ring size is a size 7, but easily sized on that one. And then I'll hold that back up. Bear with us. I know phones are ringing. I know we're a little bit backed up on these phone lines here. So bear with us. We'll be right with you. I'll try this on my hand again, because it helps to see it against a skin tone here, doesn't it? 5 stones, 16, 17, and 18. It's all built in. So you have nothing to choose except your gold color. Nothing to choose, and maybe how many you want, because it does make a great gift idea. Or you could get multiples for yourself and layer them up, stack them and layer them together. They look great that way. So we have 31 points in diamonds. That is a really fabulous look. So we'll give it 60 seconds and let me know. Okay. Signet rings are still the popular item of the day, and that is no surprise. It is every time we show it, no matter what. Here's the white gold on the signet ring. And again, white gold, I'll show them down low here. There's the white gold. And remember, the ring is 3/4 of an inch, so let me show it on the hand here as well. So you can see that. I know that we don't usually need to try it on because you see it all day, every day on me. But there's the white gold, and then let me also open up the rose gold. You don't mind if I help take it out here. This is the rose gold that we have for you. This one's a little smaller size. I actually do like it as a pinky ring. It's kind of a big, bold look, but I kind of love it that way. So there's the rose gold and the white gold and the signet ring. This is the largest signet ring we do. It is the exact same ring that I wear, but just with a little bit better engraving. Mine is not from here. Mine was gifted to me many, many, many years ago, and I've been wearing it every single day since. Every single day. I never take it off, except I don't sleep in my jewelry, so I take it off to sleep and go to the gym and lift weights. That's it. That's the only time I ever take off my signet ring. Other than that, it is on my body and on my person at all times, and I need it. It's very comforting, and of course, it's just something that I wear to have something special and honor. So that really is what it's about. So there's the rose gold, there's the white gold, here's the yellow gold. At least you get a sense of the scale. See how art engraving is so much better? I know. Eventually, I keep telling myself when I have nothing better to do, I'll just upgrade and get ours instead. But very, very special, isn't it? So those are the signet rings. Let's go back to our DBTY as well. Diamonds by the yard is also here. So diamonds by the yard is $5.99. Signet rings are $14.99. Everything's 10% extra off for the next couple of minutes here. We got about 35 minutes left. If you did not get through on the phone lines, you can call us back and we'll get you through right now, okay? And then we'll do the ruby special. Yes. Hey guys, is anyone getting a DBTY? Just because I want to make sure that we know what's going out so we don't promise something if it can't be delivered right away, because all I have is white gold right now. Currently in stock, white gold only. White, yellow, rose on the signet rings, or white, yellow, and rose on the DBTYs. Getting whatever you need, whatever your heart desires, and that's the way to do it. Okay, so let's move on. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Darlene, for the request. And then let's talk about rubies. Up close and personal we go here with our ruby collection. This is quite something. We're going to show you 2-carat plusers, starting with the heart shape. Then we go to the incredible round. Whoa, it's a roval. And then we have a true, this one's a little bit of a roval too, actually, and more oval, but close. We have 3 amazing yellow and white diamond ruby rings. We'll give you a quick value here. All over 2 carats, quick blowout wheel we love. Don't forget signet rings and DBTYs still here. Signet rings are not limited because they all have to be custom made. So it can't go out tomorrow. It does take a few weeks to produce it. We have to do more than just sit down and engrave it by hand. It involves computer renderings and things like that. Everything needs to be done into a CAD design, and then it's got to be artistically placed and then all that good stuff. And everything is all custom made. It's made in your size, in your gold color. So it's a little bit, it's very custom. But now we're talking about the ruby rings. Oh, I love this. I love a value on a ruby, and I'm going to walk you through the carat weights because we have our largest in the center. This is the 215. And then we've got the 202 over here, just bright as can be. 2 carats 02. Wait till you hear the diamond weight on these. And then you've got this one at a 201. So all bringing the glow, all bringing crystalline clarity properties to it. The best of the best is what we're seeing here. And we've got quite the value coming your way. Now there's also, where this differs from my last ruby blowout I had was that these are also just tons of diamond weight around them for the left side, which is, I would say, the more traditional of the bunch. It's got a more traditional, everything's going to be two-tone gold, everything's two-tone diamonds. But if we go to the left side, that's going to be our 201, and it has a diamond weight of 35 on the yellow and 57 on the white. We go up even more so on the diamond weight as you walk across. So 215 here with the heart, 32 in the yellow, 1 carat of white diamonds. that's a carat 32, that's a bunch. And then you go here. This is a dome style. Talk about details and workmanship galore. This is the 2 carat 02. 61 in the yellow and 52 in the white, so still over a carat in diamonds. You're going to get over a carat with these 2 in diamonds, yellow and white. This is mostly white gold in the backside, as is the other. This one's mostly yellow gold on the backside, and of course finished because it's a dome style. And any one of these 3, when you're talking about 2 carat plus rubies, they are $20,000 a carat. These are all $40,000 stones or more, just depending on the size. But the cutting also very special because the rovals and the heart, all considered exotic cuts of ruby. I have a necklace here today. It's an emerald cut. also considered an exotic cut of ruby. Don't see rubies in general. I don't care if they're Mogok or from somewhere else, Burmese or any other source. They never like to grow in a crystal structure that actually is workable often with any fancy cuts. That's why you usually see an oval and that's it. This is a little different in that they're giving you a little more unusual, the rovels and the heart. We're going to blow them out. They're $12,999 and up from way back when. These weren't exactly made yesterday. They've been here a while. And that's why we're blowing them out. There's no way to match this price tag if you were making it today, even on the mounting. It's kind of been the theme of this vault clearance, is that the price in total you pay is less than the price of the mounting, almost every single piece. But here's how we do better than 12, better than 10. They start with 2-carat rubies and more, which is really impressive and kind of the headline. And then we've just upgraded these mountings. It's lovely to have white diamonds, but to go yellow and white together really takes it to the next level. And they're not even 10 or 9 or 8. This is going to be a quick deal. Only one of each. Then we're going to get into a recap. If you have any requests, you got to get those in because we're almost out of time. And we want to make sure we get everything at home. And I've got only a few pieces left from the show. So we're going to do a recap, get them all gone. But right now, ruby time. Let's make it better than 8 or 7 or 6 or 5. I'm going to blow them out for $49.99 a piece, and you get $500 off that price too. So $44.99. And that'll be it. Last call on the show. We've got 32 minutes left. Everybody loves to wait till the very end of the show to make requests. Please do not do that. Please make sure you get in very quickly and let me know what your requests are. If you're thinking about signet rings, yes, that is the most popular ring of the day. It is no surprise. Every single time I bring it, I don't usually bring it that much anymore. They don't like to do the custom designs. It's really complicated and involved, but we will do it for you, and you're not paying for the labor or the customization or any of that. You are getting something special and unique to you. Think about it. No one else is going to have your ring. So that's really, really important. And if you have any questions on those rubies, let me know. We've got a big time value on a ruby necklace that's simply our very best one I have seen us ever bring in a pendant or a necklace at any time here at TVON. So let me know if you have a favorite there. We're going to show you our best ruby in a necklace, and it's an emerald cut, the toughest cut to do in ruby, especially because you got to have perfect clarity, and they usually do not. So $44.99. Let's keep on moving. The ruby necklace is next. And it is off the charts. This is not your typical ruby material. Not in color, not in cut, and definitely the size is something special. Rubies are a little different than most gems. It's not easy when you have a chromium-rich ruby to get a 1-carat size. You're getting that here. It's actually more so. Yes, Jason, go ahead. Did you have a signet ring as well? Love it. Oh, good. So signet ring central. I like that. Yes. What did you get? Fabulous. Who was that? Oh, thank you. Hi, Robin. Thank you. Here's the ruby. Emerald cut. 1-carat 05 and premium. And I know this is a little bit tougher. We don't see rubies all the time. It's really tough to get everyone familiar with ruby pricing unless you're out there every day in the trenches of the jewelry world. Rubies are not like any other stone. They are, you know how I tell you all the time, if in families that come in more colors than one, when a gemstone family has multiple colors within it, it is always, and there is no exception to this rule, that I have ever come across, and I study gems for a living. So when you talk about the red version of a family, whether it's beryl, diamonds, corundum, you name it, it's the red variety that's the most money. It's always the rarest, and this is red thanks to chromium, which also then takes the size that you get. Chromium-rich stones are very rarely large. So anytime you hit the 1-carat threshold or go over it, which you are here because it's 1.05 carat, something magical happens with the value. It is 112.9921, and it's our 105 emerald cut. It is a 50-point diamond weight. This is a very large halo that we do around it. Of course, east-west set too, so makes it more interesting than, let's say, you know, the traditional pendants. And it's not a pendant, it's a necklace. It's all attached to the chain, so you get everything built in with the adjustability, the premium closure, all of that. It's our 105, it's 50 points. We had not seen a big halo in a necklace like this until this design came out the other day, not with ruby, with something else. You've got it attached at the corners. It's never gonna flip, it's never gonna turn, but then also you're seeing here, it's got 2 extra diamonds, bezel set within the chain. So it's taking that diamonds by the yard theme and adding it to this beautiful center stone. And then here is your adjustability. This is not for the faint of heart. It's an important ruby. It's gonna be going down below, we got a $79.99 price. That is gonna be a tough ask today. So let's make this better. There's your lobster claw. There's your 16, 17, 18. Let's take it over to the neckline and show you there as well what this is going to look like when it's sitting on your neckline. How stunning is this? And just beautiful clarity, side to side set stone. Amazing, amazing opportunity, and we're gonna do better than $79.99. Watch this. It's for one collar because, well, you're looking at the premium best ruby. It's crystallinity because you're seeing right on through it. There is not, and again, inclusions are something you're gonna see in a natural stone most of the time, especially in rubies, but to be able to see a glow through it, that's what we say crystallinity refers to that glow that you're seeing. There's a clarity about it that is really pure. So that's why it's sparkling a little bit. It's got a glow to it. You're seeing the blue reds that are traditional out of Burma, but it's also better than even $79.99. That's now a was price. It is brand new right now. Got to make it a big value. I will. It's the end of the show. We got 27 minutes to go in our Sunday. We don't see you till New Year's Eve. We're going to have a big pre-party. Come celebrate with us. We're going to have 2025 vault clearance ending. We're going to have a big party. We're going to probably do a toast. We're going to do all that. And we'll be ready to bring in the new year. But let's also give you a fabulous ruby buy that, well, chances are could be to you by the new year if you shop it today. And that would be the day you got to shop it because is it going to stay? I doubt it. It's not $79.99. Maybe at that price it would. I got a better value. We'll take it on down. Half off is $4 grand. I'm just wondering if even that's going to be a tough ask. I think it may. So let's just make it a lot easier right here and now. You don't have to spend $4,000. It's premium. Listen, if you're not into quality, this is probably not the first ruby choice you're going to make. This is for somebody who says, I really demand the best. I'm only interested in the finest. I don't want to have to upgrade in a few years. I don't want to ever feel like maybe I could have done a little better. This is your value. This is the piece that the ultimate premium when it comes to rubies. You cannot get better. Emerald cutting is so rare. I think I'm talking to the people who know here. You know this about rubies. You know based on what you usually see and what you don't see and how specialty this is. And it's not even $3,000. One gorgeous necklace, big ruby, 8 carat 05, not $29.99 either. And this is prior to your discount. You're gonna still get that 10% extra off. You got a few minutes left to shop that 10% off deal today. Let's take a look at it and we'll do better than 29, 28, 27. I really can't wait to see who gets this. And it's wear every day. It's simple. It's not the piece you're saving. You don't wear it once a year. This is not a break it out for a special occasion here and there. This is everyday wearable. Color of red goes with everything. Let's make it $2,699. And that way it's only $24.29. One person gets it. We'll see who that is. And then we'll do a little recap. We have got this one verifying. We've got a special recap for you. If you have any requests, we've got 25 minutes left to go. So we'd love to hear from you. Find out what you're looking for. Hey, if you want a signet ring, it's a good time to place your order for that. And like I said, if you're not sure where you're going to go on the initials, that's not really important right now because we're probably not making it in this next hour. But you could call us tomorrow and once you've really given it some thought as to what you want your initials to be, but make sure you pick it up at the value it's at. We've got $26.99, but it's really $24.29. That is so amazing. I'm going to do a little recap of rings here, rings that we've already seen today that we love. So we'll show those and then we'll give it a last look of some of the great rings that we had. Then we've got one necklace. It's our multicolored diamond design, but it was a kind of a parrot or a bird design. So we'll see that one more time as well. And then anything else you want to ask about, you got to do that now too, because we'd love to bring out what you're looking for. I've shown you all the new jewelry today, shown you everything. So here's your time to get the ruby. We're verifying on that one. And then we'll show you let's do our recap of rings on the way. That's our ruby necklace. Let me know, $24.29. And let's do our recap. Every single one of these next rings has been presented. Some have been shown twice, but this is the time when everything traditionally goes anyways from the show. So now we're gonna do that. Bring you one last look, one last time, and keep in mind they're also one of a kinds. And we start with the beautiful sphene. And it's a great little chance to catch up if you joined us a little bit later in the show, because you may not have seen every one of these rings presented. So ruby necklace sounds like it's gone. Here we go with the sphene. And we're gonna need a little bit of room because I got a few pieces to show you here, including this bypass of designer diamonds. Still kind of amazed because we don't see this collection stick around very often. And that is the 333. So the largest diamond weight we've had in a ring, at least, is the 333 you see right there. Then we also have the mint green. Now, most of these are from the first hour, so that makes sense. A lot of people late arrivals to the show on a Sunday. Here is the mint green tourmaline. Very well may be copper bearing. We're not pricing it as copper bearing. That's the beauty of it. Here's also the cognac diamond I had, 1 carat cognac diamond. So that's a way where if you like a lot of stones in the multicolors, you go here. If you want one big stone in a fancy color, you go here. That's the 101. Then we've got the color changing sphene in the middle. I also have this Imperial topaz. Oh, I showed this earlier because I thought it might work for our requester yesterday. I believe it was Susan. She was asking for an Imperial in a certain price range and didn't pick up the one I had. But I love that I found this one because I think it's a really pretty version of a pinky golden color that is still a great size. And it's going to be our Imperial that's going to deliver to you a 1 carat 09 Imperial topaz. And all of these rings, listen, you can't spend, even if you wanted to, you can't spend $5,000 on these rings. None of them are 5. None of them are 4. The most pricey ring I have up here is only $34.99, and everything else just is below that. And that would be this 333 designer ring. Everything else is less. So you can go with the Imperial for $19.99. Why this one sticks to my tweezers, I don't know. But that's the Imperial in all natural color, and this is a recap of everything we've had in rings presented. Now, I do have a fire opal, but I just want to leave it with 5, because otherwise we've got to get too far away. I like seeing them up close. So let me walk you through the price tags if you haven't seen them as yet. This is going to be $34.99. All the prices I'm giving are first before your 10% off. So you'll take a bigger discount. So that's $34.99 for that great bypass design with 333. That'll end up being $31.50. Amazing. Because you're under $1,000 a carat on those really large colors of diamonds. Then we have the Imperial. It's only $19.99. It'll be $17.99. Then we have, this is the sphene. The sphene is a one of a kind as well. The sphene is 1 1/4 carat. It's a $22.99. Again, that's before your discount. It'll be just around $2,000. We have the gorgeous, this looks like Paraíba. It's blue greens, cushion cut square, great halo around it. That is our 376. And that's going to be $29.99. That's unbelievable. And then here we go. That's the really big, important diamond ring. That was actually, I'm sorry, that's $35.99. So that's $35.99 there. So $35.99 and under. But of course, that's all after or before your discount. So $35.99 for the cognac, and then basically $35.99 and under there. So you've got another 10% off. So the cognac diamond would end up being $360 off. And you get the idea. They're all hundreds of dollars off. Because, yeah, the smallest discount is $200, so you're saving at least $200 on everything. So that's important as well. So there they are, $35.99 and less. That's the cognac diamond, the fancy diamonds in the back, left and right. Those are going to be a little more pricey than really the front, back, and the front, left and right are a little more affordable, and the middle is the sphene. That color changing sphene is amazing. So last call there. Any questions you have, let me know, and then I will go ahead and show you a few last pieces that I want to recap from the previous shows of this weekend, because there's still one that I'm a little amazed that is here. And then we've got our little birdie design that's not so little, also has a carat 19 in fancy color diamonds. I'll flash him in here so you can see what that's all about. It's the bird. It's like a parrot, and he's sitting on a branch. And he's got colors of diamonds and a ruby in the eye, and that's the pendant with the chain included. I'm going to throw the chain in for free, and that bird is only $18.88. And so last call, guys, we got to get all 5 of these rings gone. They got to get out of here. They got to go. We've got literally 19 minutes left in our week. That's it. So really important to dial in very, very quickly here and let us know which one you like from this assortment. There is not one that should be here at the end of the day. Also have a diaspora I want to just recap since our 16 carat's gone. Got to show you a diaspora that we did have earlier this weekend. So we'll show that. Hasn't been on today. So we'll share that with you. But $35.99, come on in. Come on, let's go. It's important. 10% extra off as well. Take them all. Take what you love. It's not too late yet, but as they go, and we still have signet rings. I'll tell you, thank you everybody who loves the signet ring. We don't get to present that every day. So glad you can take the 10% off because that really helps. I mean, it saves you another $150 on the signet ring. So hope you'll pick up one of those while you've got the sale in your corner working for you here, saving you a lot of extra money. But there's our last. Let's give it 60 seconds, please, on that wheel, and then we'll be on our way. Got a few more pieces to show you from earlier this weekend, Friday and Saturday. So we'll recap a few of those ideas, and again, still taking requests if you've got them. So anything you'd like, and then maybe we need to show another aqua. We had that aqua go as well too. Sold almost everything when you're looking at what's left. So 5 rings from a 3-hour show. Yeah, not bad. So it's really important to, and I don't think those 5 rings are going to stay, because here are the rings that I tell you right now, 3 of the 4 or 3 of the 5 up here, I thought were gone in like the second we showed them, but here they are. So maybe just a day where you're getting a little extra time to think about these one-of-a-kinds that normally you would not have. So 24 seconds remaining, then we're done. $35.99, and most are much less than that. Most of what's up there is going to be $3,000 or under, so really important values there. Let me know what you like, or if I can try something on, or if I need to bring up the graphics again. Maybe you missed the presentation. We're happy to bring up the information again for you and show you that as well. So no problem, okay? But let's keep on rocking. We got a little bit more to do here. And then I do want to show you, there's this, yeah. I would love to. Is that, who is it, by the way? Oh my gosh, was it yesterday that she was requesting an Imperial in this price range? I brought this out, Jason. I don't know if she heard me say this earlier. I brought this out with her in mind. Let's take a look at the Imperial on the hand again. And by the way, did she know it's 18 karat gold? It's 112-6385. I am so glad that you're here watching, because I brought this out today thinking of her, because I thought this is the kind of color I want to see in Imperial, when it's got that pink and that little bit of golden as well. It's 112-6385. It's going to be that 18 karat gold, white gold mounting, 109 in the Imperial, 39 points in the diamonds, and it does have baguettes and rounds together. And I got this from, well, you know it was $59.99. I brought it down to the price point she requested, $19.99 plus the $200 off. So it'll be $17.99 for that very special Imperial. So that is one that I'm just so glad she's watching and that could see it, because I really, that is still that premium color, because it's still got a lot of pink to it, but it's not pure, pure, pure. Because otherwise I'd say, if you want pure pink, go with a pink sapphire, go with something like that, or a merengue spinel or something to that effect. This is really still got a little bit of that golden undertone. I was saying about 80-20% ratio earlier when we were presenting it. So you see, it's not just a pure pink, it's got some golden color as well. So it looks like a premium Padparacha is what that looks like. So last call there. Got a couple last minute requests to get to before we move, and also again 15 minutes left to go in the show. And here's that fire opal we had earlier as well, is the fire opal. That's a buff top marquise cut fire opal. That's under $2,000. Let me know, Jason, if she has any other questions or anything else I can help her with on the Imperial. Current size on it, yeah, that one's gone, by the way, and let me get her the size. It is easy to size, but it is right now a size 6. All right, so we've got a couple more requests. Hi, Evelyn. Evelyn wanted to see some gold quartz. So let me show you the 24 karat gold within the quartz here. Hi, Evelyn. Thank you for that. Look at this great stone. Very defined. Sometimes it can be a little more matrix-like. This is very defined, a very defined section of gold you have here. And then, Margaret, we've got your request if you want to jump on the phone lines here. Whoa, that's a really good Imperial, Margaret. So we got a great Imperial coming up for you. But here it is in yellow gold, stays in the yellow. It's 112-6373. It's a 383. And that is our natural gold quartz. That's 24 karat gold inside of a quartz gem. 46 points is the diamond weight as well. That's awfully nice. They go way around. I mean, this is a big ring, so big, but also a lot of cutout details, so very comfortable and easy to wear. We'll try it on now. It's a rare pair of this gold quartz, and then you can see the size. It's going to deliver to you on the hand, and the Imperial's gone from earlier. We're going to show another Imperial from Margaret coming up, but this is a mighty fine ring, and you can see that kind of detailing it has. There's actually little heart-shaped cutouts that you have here, and we've got, wow, look at that. It's a big ring. I tell you, Evelyn, you're going to love this price. It's only $13.99. We've got 14 minutes and requests are all coming in. What I always tell you. We got a lot of requests at the end of the show. So Kathy, we've got your request as well. The big hoops are coming out that I love. My favorite hoops we do. But this is $13.99, $140 off that price. It'll be $12.59 at checkout for you. And that stays in the yellow. We'll give it one close-up look here. So Evelyn, that's a great one. It's a big ring. There's a lot of gold there without being too oversized or too heavy or too cumbersome. So it's a really strong, and it's got some let me show you because it's got a little glare there. So let me put it in an angle. There you can see the gold. So there's your 24 karat gold. That's why it's a little more yellowy and buttery and rich, because it's pure. The gold that's in the stone is a pure 24 karat. That's gone. Thank you. Here you go, Margaret. Here's your platinum piece. This is wild. Another pinky golden. This is where the oranges and the pinks meet together in your Imperial. It's 112-7944 here. 7944. Come on in, Margaret, if you'd like to get it, because I'll tell you, none of these are going to last. The gold quartz just sold. Here we go, and then we're going to show you the hoop earrings. My favorites of all time, 410s, are coming out. But we have the platinum setting with a 186 Imperial here. It's got the perfect 50-50. The last one was more like an 80-20. This is a 50-50. Orange and pink split. It's really, when I say split, it means a blend. It's 48 points in diamonds as well. Split shank, halo design. Come on in close and take a look. And this one's going to be, whoa, $14.99. Okay, so that one's going to be here. I would say probably for seconds, if that. Let me try it on for you as well. And we'll show you the 186 My Sphene. Look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? And really a 50-50 play here. And in the platinum, really stunning there. Love the little split shank. It keeps it real classic on this design, doesn't it? And that'll be actually $13.49 at checkout. So another good one there for you. Margaret, that's one that stays in platinum, but we will size it. And I did want to point out, it even has a great finishing on the inside. Most of our platinum pieces don't have under galleries. This one does. So a really nice addition there. And then that'll be $14.99. We'll see who's got it. It's gone. And then here are the hoops. They are 1110. 424. We're going to go right back around and zoom back. As soon as we zoom in, we got to zoom back, because Kathy said, show me the 410s. Here they are, the largest inside-out diamond hoop that we offer. These are my go-to. This is my all-time favorite, because I am not one to shy away from the big hoops. And I love the way, because they're the most flattering on. It's as simple as that. The bigger the hoop, the more flattering they are. The more length they give you, the more elongating they are to your facial features. It is 410 inside out. Obviously a lot of gold that it takes to also make a ring or make an earring this substantial when you've got 2 inches by 1 3/4. So they are also oval. They are not the round hoops, which are very, I think, sophisticated and elegant. I think it's a very elegant way to do a gorgeous, gorgeous hoop. So you've got, I'm going to try them on for you, of course. You're going to get a great value here. And boy, this is one of those that you do want to save the 10%. They'll probably be here. And they're, oh, by the way, available to ship in white gold. So I have white gold. I can do any gold color toning they'd like, but if you need them right away, it would be white gold. White gold can go out tomorrow. The rest would take some time. They'd have to be made, but the 410 is what you're getting. I want to show you from a distance. They do have the button release, so it's going to be the button you press down right back here to open it up, and then simply it'll open up nice and wide for you, and then you literally just push, click, closed. Done. It's just on and secure and lovely. Here's that measurement. Wait till you see them on. They are gorgeous. And it's all those VS diamonds and over 4 carats worth. There's that 2 inches long by 1 3/4 inches. I'll pop one on for you, and we are going to get you the value of a lifetime and a lot of savings. Actually, one of our bigger savings of the day is coming up right now in this hoop earring. I mean, first of all, they are just so, look at that, stunning. They are so gorgeous. And I'll show them to you from a distance away as well, so you can see what kind of impression they make like when you walk into the room, because they're so important and so pretty. And all, let's face it, if you're going to do an inside out, go longer, because the longer the earring is, the more you're going to appreciate the diamonds that are on the inside of the back. If it's a short little earring and there are diamonds on the inside, you're not going to see them anyways, because they're not getting you any kind of length or any drop. This is where you get to appreciate all those diamonds that are on the inside. We'll show them up close again. And we're going to get you a big old value. And take them on down. Again, white gold's ready to go. They can go out tomorrow. You could have them perhaps by New Year's Eve, just depending on how far away you live and how fast our shipping partner can get them to you, but should be to you. If you get them today, they should be to you by New Year's Eve. What a way to start the new year. What a way to start 2026. I was actually going to show them to you from a distance and I forgot. So let me do that again. Get you that look, because think about that. If you need the white gold, they will be out to you tomorrow. You can have them by most likely Wednesday. So remember, just really important to pick them up today, especially when you've got the savings you do. And they're not going to be, well, look at this new price. $99.99 is where they're supposed to be. You're not even paying that. You can see what they look like from a distance away. They have presence. You are not going to miss these earrings. And it's time to treat yourself, because when we have a value like this, and the next time we make them, there'll be a whole different price. So you take them now while we have them, get them home at the savings, start wearing them, start enjoying them. That's the way you enter into a new year. Looking fabulous, dripping in diamonds, and just dazzling. And it's, yeah, maybe time to try something new. That's what so many people love to do in the new year, is like try something new. Maybe a bigger hoop is a graduation and a step up for you. Here's how you do it. We're not doing $4,999. What a value this is. It's not getting any easier, and it's not getting any more affordable to make them going forward. So take the savings, take the sale price while it's here, and we'll make them $4,499, so that you're paying basically right around $4,000 to get them home. So $410. Lots of gold, tons of workmanship that goes into an inside-out earring, by the way, especially with the mechanism that you have, the button-style release. That is a high-end labor earring. Yes? The Platinum Imperial or the other one? You got it. The Platinum Imperial. It is gone, right, Andy? Because I think Joyce got it. Or not. I'm not sure, but I think so. I don't want to show any, but... Okay. I don't want to show anything that's already sold. All right, so here we go. It is gone. Okay, so yeah, so we won't flash that because that's already sold. Let's do this, guys. We've got 4,049. So it'll be $4,049 to get them. No tax outside of California. White gold ships out tomorrow. Yeah, take them. Take them and love them, and then decide. Decide when you get them home if you want to keep them. But we're down to 7 minutes left in the show. 7 minutes left in our week. I don't see you guys on Mondays or Tuesdays. I see you on Wednesday. Wednesday night, New Year's Eve. Come join us. We're here 5 to 8. So we'll be on the air before it strikes midnight, even on the East Coast. We will be wrapping up our show at 11 o'clock Eastern. So the good news is you can still pre-party with us and then still celebrate the ringing in of the new year on basically after the show ends. So that's going to be exciting. So that makes for a lot of fun too. So we can do our pre-shopping. But again, we'll have that vault clearance wrapping up on Wednesday. So make sure to buy to 25. Well, we are literally saying goodbye to 2025, all of us together. And that's happening Wednesday night. So make sure you join me for that. And of course, hoops, very, very much a popular item here, but this is as large and as grand and as specialty as we go in the hoop earring category. So very, very important. And $4,049 gets them to you. We're under $1,000 a carat. That is really challenging to do when you're talking about VS diamonds and that much gold, because obviously if you have 2 inches and you've got 2 earrings, you're getting more gold than most pieces have here, and it's really amazing to see that at $4,049. So try them, and again, if you need the white gold, they're going right out to you. No wait time, and then if you'd rather have the yellow gold or the rose gold, we can, do that for you too. It's just going to take a little extra time. The white gold's here, ready to go, ready to put in a box with your name on it. And then we'll recap this gorgeous diamond ring, the bypass. Thank you again to Kathy for the request. They are so outstanding. We're very busy on our phone lines. Obviously, a lot of pieces from earlier. We don't have a lot left from the show, but they are going. And then we still, clearly the best seller of the day has been my signet ring. That is still continues to be popular. Please pick that up now. There's a certain allotment we can do. We can't just make them to our heart's content because they are so time consuming to create for you customly. So you want to make sure you get that in early because there will be a cutoff on how many we can make because we don't like anyone to wait too long for them. So $4,049 is going to be your price tag on the hoops. Let me show this bypass ring, which is so just stunning. And still the biggest diamond we've seen in these designer rings here. and that is it. So there's our bypass ring. It's going to be $333. It's 1129972. Keep calling on the hoops. We still have white gold. Still have the white gold in stock, ready to go, ready to ship tomorrow. But we are down to 4 minutes left now in the show. So it is go time. Got to make sure we get those requests in. If you still have something you're thinking about, it's time to ask now. We've had people literally returning away because they're asking about pieces that are already sold. But here's our 333 bypass style of this great designer ring. And it is going to be, remember, this was only down to $34.99, but that's not it. You get $350 off that price. So you're getting that $31.49 price tag at checkout. Let me come a little closer so you can start to get to know your newest collection of diamonds. Every one of them in the ring, and there are 22 in total, every one of them are huge, fabulous round brilliants, and they're all a distinct different color, from the greens to the yellows to the fawns to the purples to the pinks. And that's the actual ring you get, plus it's finished on the inside, plus I'm going to show it to you on the hand again, and $31.49 gets it to one caller only, and that is also under $1,000 a carat when it's a lot of the all natural diamond colors there, and that's really important. So here it is on the hand, and like I was saying, we're going to size it for you, but if you ever want to like maybe make it a little smaller one day or a little larger one day, you have the flexibility. Just give it a little pinch. It's okay. Gold, you can't hurt gold. It's malleable, so you're not going to break it. You can just like give it a little bit of, you can cinch it in a little, or you can expand it a little more if that makes it easier. It's a great ring to wear on the index finger. I just think that shows it off maybe the best. Sitting more on the outside of the hand like this really shows that off well. So that's $31.49. Don't leave that behind. That would be the first of this designer collection that's ever stayed behind, except for also our bird necklace today that was also done with fancy colored diamonds. So there it is, $34.99. Don't forget, we're going to see you on New Year's Eve. Don't forget, this is a great way to pre-party. If you choose to stay in or stay at home, we would love to have your company as we say goodbye to 2025 officially, and we'll be doing that on Wednesday night, of course. So we would love to have you join us for our big celebration and our festive party and our great farewell to 2025, but also farewell to this 2025 vault clearance and 10% off. So 2 minutes left to go in the show today. We'll be here for a few minutes, by the way, after we go off the air. So if you do continue to have questions or want to pick something up, or if you're like everyone else on the phone lines picking up a signet ring before you lose the discount, do that as well. But this ring has got to go. And then also here's the sphene, because these are my two favorites of the day. And who knows, maybe it gives me a chance to shop today. I don't know. But I also love this sphene, and that sphene is 1129964. That is the new exclamation point halo. I just think that is the most beautiful way to celebrate the high dispersion of a sphene and its color change. And that is 125 in the center, 54 points in the diamond, stays in the yellow. So all we got to do is size it for you. And that one is $22.99. So also right around $2,000 there for that gorgeous designer and very luxury rare stone that you're getting there. So a really fabulous value. Thank you again. We've got a couple, let's see, about 90 seconds left to go, and very busy on the phone lines. So we will be, as usual on a Sunday, we'll be here for a few minutes. We'll keep those phone lines open for about 2 more minutes after we go off the air to help you out and to place any orders and help you with any questions you might have. Get your signet ring, whatever it is. Get that designer 333, which at the moment is still here. Let me try on the sphene one more time. Here's that color changing sphene, and we are down to our final 55 seconds left to go. Thank you again for being with me today. It's been a pleasure as always. I will see you Wednesday night, Wednesday evening, really, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 p.m. Central. Remember, no show Monday, no show Tuesday. We're here Wednesday through Sunday, but our Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights are in the evening, 5 to 8 Pacific time. That's 8 to 11 Eastern. So keep that in mind, okay? We'll get you, oh, we're going to have such a party. It's one of my, it truly is. I'm in between the big game Sunday that happens in February and New Year's Eve night. Love them. My favorite shows to do. So it is going to be very exciting. So join me for that Wednesday night. I look forward to it. If you have any questions about anything today, make sure you take advantage of that 10% off. It goes away very soon, so we want to make sure you take advantage. Thank you again. I'm Lauren Blair. From all of us at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you for being with us. Keep calling. We're here for a few minutes. And don't forget, I'll see you for our big New Year's Eve party on Wednesday night. See you then.